All right, and we are live. Let's get this all set up. There we go. All right, so Buccaneers versus Lions, and the Lions will get the ball to start. Returning the 3 yard up to the 10, to the 15, up to the 20, up to the 25, up to the 30, and down about the 32-yard lines. With the Lions going to start off with the ball. First down and 10. I'm hoping that the Lions win, mainly because I want the Buccaneers to lose. I'm not ashamed of saying that I'm petty. If the Buccaneers win, they'll be 6-1, which will suck. But if they're 5-2, I think that's pretty good. Pretty good for us. So first down, 10 and 32-yard line. Jared Goff under center. Got Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Gonna send Brock Wright in motion, drops back to pass, and throws. That's gonna be incomplete. Try to get it Amon-Ra St. Brown. It's gonna be second down and 10. If you're wondering, yes, I am in fact not in a jersey or anything like that, or even with a cap on. I am in my teaching clothes. Literally, what I wore to church. What I wore to teach today. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So it'll be second down 10 from the 32-yard line. Drops by the pass, and it's going to be checked down to Jahmyr Gibbs to the 35. Oh my gosh, with a cut up to the 40, to the 45-50, up to the 45-40, and down to the 38-yard line. I don't like I said. I know Jahmyr Gibbs got great body control, but this cut right here, I'm about to show it right here. How in the world you make that cut? Just, ugh. He literally just shook him out of his boots. He shook Dennis right out of his boots. That's incredible. So up to about the 38-ish yard line, Jahmyr Gibbs. Good Lord. From the 39-yard line, going to be under center, two tight ends to the right, Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. Going to be a hand up to him. He's got a little bit of a lane, and it's going to be covered up. But get about like a yard. So at the 38-yard line. We're at 39, now at 38, second down 9. What's up there, Daniel? How you doing? Monday. Yeah, no, we're having a good one. Like I said, I want the Lions to win. I do. I'm not ashamed of it. I want the Buccaneers to lose. It's more so that, like I said, I like the Lions. I really do. But also, I want the Bucs to lose. So, shotgun formation with Jahmyr Gibbs to his right. Two tight ends to the right. Going to be a hand of Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to get to about the 35-yard line. This will be third down at about, let's see, what is that, 6? Yeah, roughly about 6. Oh, goodness. Yeah, like I said, if the Buccaneers lose this game, then the Panthers will only be back by like a game, so that'd be nice. It won't last long, but you know. Shotgun formation from the 35-yard line, third down 6, got up to the 29-yard line. Got Jahmyr Gibbs to his right. Drops back to pass, and he's got time. And he's going to roll out to his right. Throw on the run, and it's going to be incomplete. But, however, there is a flag, and I believe it's going to be pass interference on the Buccaneers. Either illegal, like, touching, not illegal touching, either, like, legal contact, holding, pass interference, 1, 2. Yeah, legal contact, yep. So first down 10 for the Lions, thanks to the penalty. 12:47 to go in the first quarter. So on Parrish. Okay, so Parrish on Williams, let's see here. Yeah. He's already done like the 25-yard line. He's like down 10 yards, and he still has his hands all over him. So, yeah, it's legal contact. So, from the 30-yard line, first down 10. Going to be strong to the right. It's going to send Khalif Raymond in motion. Going to be a handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get up to about the 20, maybe the 27. They might give him 3 yards. So, second down 7. 12:35 to go in the first quarter. Lions helped out greatly by that amazing cut by Jahmyr Gibbs. They got him about, what was it, 30? No, I was about 50? Close to, it was about 40 yards for Jahmyr Gibbs on one play. So that's helped him out a lot. Dennis, the one who got absolutely shook, he's the one who's kind of getting worked on by the trainer, so hopefully he's okay. Two tight ends to the left. Now I'm going to send, I think I send Laporte into motion. Drop it to pass, and throws this being caught us a touchdown. Walk-in touchdown for Amon-Ra St. Brown, and the Lions strike first. 11:59 go in the first quarter, 6-0. Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm still upset I did not go with my gut. I went with Nico Collins instead of Amon-Ra St. Brown to kind of, I did it to Luke because Luke's a huge Texans fan. I shouldn't have. I should have just gone with my gut. Amon-Ra St. Brown is so good. Yeah, he actually cooked Parrish. I think it's Parrish. Yeah, Parrish falls down. There's a walk-in touchdown for that. So 6 plays, 69 yards, 3:01 taken off the play clock. And extra point is up, and it is going to be good. So it is 7-0, 11:59 left go in the first quarter. Probably going to go to commercial break. So Lions, we score first. We like it. We love it. We want some more of it. Let's just get a stop. I know your secondary is banged up, and the Buccaneers are starting Emeka Egbuka and also Mike Evans. So it's going to be a little bit hard, a little bit hard. But I believe in you. I believe in you, Lions. Please, on behalf of the whole entire NFC South, find it in your heart to beat the Buccaneers. That's all we ask. That cut, though, by Jahmyr Gibbs was absolutely outstanding, though. That was chef's kiss. I don't know the best way to put it. I'm kind of tired, but, like, my mind's sharp, but my body is just, like, tired. So, probably after this game, I'm probably going to end it, if I had to guess. I'm just kind of assuming. But like I said, I don't think the Panthers have any shot of winning the NFC South. I don't. But I want to have that delusion for, like, just a little bit. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Last time we had that was 2022. 2022. Why does that person look familiar? I don't know why the person looked familiar. It was an old Navy commercial. And I'm like, I know that face from somewhere. When I say I know that face, I always think of Spider-Man 3, where James Franco's character is like, I know that face. I don't know why I always think of that. That's like my one go-to. But it's 7-0. 11:59 left to go the first quarter. He always only had two passing touchdowns in the first quarter. That's kind of crazy. Jared Goff in the last two seasons only had two first quarter passing touchdowns. All right. The only thing I will say is about the uniforms. I like the black. I like the blue numbers. However, certain times it's very hard to see who's who. So, like, especially the tight ends, like, it's hard to tell, okay, is this Brock Wright or is this going to be Sam Laporta? From the 35 up to the 40, up to the 45, and up to the 40. He's going to be a flag. Shoot. Probably holding, blocking the back, something like that. But I'm happy, though. I'm happy. Because it'll push back the Bucs. I don't want to go full hater. I don't want to go full hater because that kind of ruins the stream. But I am going to admit that I'm very much going against the Buccaneers. Very much so. So it wasn't easy against the Buccaneers, and it is indeed for sure holding. Goodness gracious. All right, so all the way back to the 15-yard line was the return got The return got all the way to like the 40-something yard line of the Lions, and now they're back at the 15. So, Baker Mayfield under center with Rachaad White in the backfield, two tight ends to the right. Goes to Ken out in motion, and going to be a handoff to Rachaad White, who's going up to about the 20-yard line, gain about 5 yards there. Second down and 5. Good night. That should be targeting. All right, so second down and 5 from the 20. Baker Mayfield under center, two side and set with Rachaad White in the backfield. Draws pretty pass, and he gets some pressure by Lee McNeil. Is going to avoid the sack, and he's going to scramble, and he's going to fall down, lose about a yard. No, buddy, come on, Baker. Don't be trying to be like, oh, he hit me in the head. So I guess technically Jack Campbell gets credit for the sack, but I mean he did kind of fall. But third down 6. But Lee McNeil absolutely cooked Barton. It is nice having McNeil back. Oh please, Baker, don't be doing. He hit my head. So from the 19-yard line, third down 6, shotgun formation with Rachaad White to his left. Drop it to pass, and again pressure. That's going to be thrown. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be a great tackle there by I think it's Amik Robinson. Yes, it is Amik Robinson on Sterling Shepard. It's going to be fourth down and about 2 or 3. Punt ensuing for the Buccaneers. Little dollar from Daisy. I don't know why I got the song. I got that little jingle stuck in my head. 9:50 left go to first. 7-0. And gonna boot this ball away. Should be a great return. Fair caught at the 35-yard line. So first down, 10 at the 35-yard line for the Lions. 9:37 left in the first quarter. Go on a commercial break. So I'm going to go to the bathroom. Sorry for the delay. All right. 8:35 in the first quarter. From the 40-yard line, draws back a pass, and it's going to throw. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be Brock Wright. Like I said, it's so hard to see if it's Brock Wright versus Sam Laporta. Third down. Third down and 4. .801 left to go in the first quarter. Third down and 4, 7-0 from the 35-yard line. Shotgun formation for Jared Goff. Going to have Dan Montgomery to his left. Going to send Sam Laporta in motion over to the right. Draws back a pass. And he's getting some pressure. Is going to step in the pocket. Going to fumble. And it's going to be recovered at the 40-yard line. Now, is it a fumble or is it an incomplete pass? Initially called a fumble. Yaya Diaby is one who forced it. And then recovered by number 95 for the Buccaneers. Let's see here. Is it a fumble? Yepers. That's a fumble. So, first down 10 for the Buccaneers. Yeah, it's for sure a fumble. For sure a fumble. Yeah, Taylor Decker just got beat by Yaya Diaby. See, is Yaya in his third year? I think he's in his third year from Louisville. And we're going to commercial break. I missed it a little bit, unfortunately. Is that Tyler the Creator? Is it like Google or something? Oh, it's Mac. Okay, it's on the Mac. Okay, that's what it is. I got a Mac. I'm eventually gonna get a still used one, but a newer used Mac. So it'll be better than what I got right now. Because this one I've had for, let's see, how long have I had this one? I want to say that I've had this Mac for since 2016. No, I was 2016. This is a 2016 and 2014 Mac, and I got it in like 2018, and I've had it for a very long time, and it worked for me so far. Like I said, been able to do 3 years. This is my third year of having the YouTube channel, doing streams. So been able to do that. Been able to do videos. And so, like I said, it's been lasting pretty good. But then again, also it's about that time. But what is about this time is let's see if the Buccaneers can actually respond. They did kind of luck out. Their first drive was started by the fact that on the great return there was a holding and it pushed them back to the 15-yard line. Now they're set up pretty nicely at the 40-yard line after a great sack fumble by Yaya Diaby. Let's see if Baker can do anything. Let's see if they can. All right, so 7:42 left to go in the first quarter. 7-0. Baker in our center, going to send Sterling Shepard Tej Johnson into motion up to the left. Now going to drop back into shotgun formation. Running back to his left. That's a false start. Huh? There we go. I'm about to say, there's got to be a false start. It is. It is a false start. False start, K. Dotton. Back it on up. Back it on up. They're showing it right now, the Yaya Diaby sack. And I mean, like I said, they only rushed in 4. They do have David kind of like a little bit on a spy-ish. From the 35-yard line, drops by the pass, first down 15. Get immediate pressure, throws to the left side, and it's going to be incomplete. It's going to be Rocky Sin. I think this is going to be on coverage. Is that number 23? I think it's number 23. But second down 15, and Ali McNeil presence is being felt immediately this game. He's had 2 straight drives where he has been absolutely obliterating the interior offensive lineman who's trying to go one-on-one against him. So second down 15, 7:38 left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0 Lions. Let's see if the Buccaneers can do something, anything. From a 35-yard line, Rashad White to his right. Baker, shotgun formation, going to send K. Dotton to help chip, I guess. Drops by the pass, and Ali McNeil again, immediate pressure. It's going to be Cobb K. Dotton, and he gains about 9 yards there. Third down, about 6. What's up there, Emmanuel? Can only hope for a Bucs loss. Exactly, like I said, we can only hope to give the NFC South some hope. But Ali McNeil, I mean, he is getting like immediate pressure. Somehow, some way that was completed K. Dot. It was knocked at the line. So I don't know how that happened. So third down 7. 7 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Empty set. Baker drops by the pass, and it's going to be a screen, and it's going to be, oh my gosh, great tackle there. Oh my word. Jack Campbell came like a missile and just obliterated the wide receiver. It's going to be fourth down and 9, loss of 2. 6:40 left to go in the first quarter, and the Buccaneers got to punt this ball away. I mean, he was not faked at all. And, yeah, nice. I'm really hoping Detroit defense got fried for fantasy, and Gibbs puts up 30. Well, Gibbs so far has had a pretty decent day. He's got, that one catch for like 40-something yards, and there's potentially get some more yards. I mean, a fair caught at about the 13-yard line. Glee for him. So first down 10 for the Lions. 6:08 left to go in the first quarter. Wait, so you want the Lions? Wait, you want them to get fried? Why do you want them to get fried? Because I think Gibbs is gonna have a good day. I'm facing Kenneth Walker in 2 leagues, which isn't fun, but too bad because I can't be bothered to stay up that night. No, I can't. I literally can't. I was talking to Luke earlier because Luke was complaining about the fact that why is this game gonna be make him up so late? He's like, I'm still gonna stay up and watch it, but I'm not gonna be happy watching it. And I was like, I get you. I was like, but I can't. I was like, I'm not staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning to I'm not staying up 2 o'clock in the morning to watch a game. I've done that as far as streaming up to 2 o'clock in the morning, but I can't. Not when I'm waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I'm still hoping that Nico Collins has his game of his lifetime. That's not going to happen, though, because Christian McCaffrey had 35 freaking points, so there was no way I was going to win fantasy. But, I can still have a decent week. The fact that I had to go against Christian McCaffrey, Matthew Stafford, and Chris Olave this week kind of sucks. Because all of them had over, I think Chris Olave had 22, but Matthew Stafford had 28 or 27. And then Christian McCaffrey had 35. Now, both my quarterbacks went off. They had Herbert and Mahomes, but no. Like I said, so far, the Lions kind of dominated this game, especially the Lions' defense has been absolutely outstanding. Let's see if the Lions' offense can, go up by 2 scores. It's a home game, and they showed before. I think Goff is either 8-2 in Monday Night Football games his career, which is tied for best all time, which is kind of incredible. I think also they've won the last 4 Monday Night Football games at home, a whole bunch of stuff. The Buccaneers are 4-0 on away so far this season, which is the most they've been to start a season. If they win this game, then obviously it'll be the most. So a lot of streaks up to date, a lot of streaks up today. So from the 14-yard line, Jared Goff will be on the center with I think yeah with Gibbs in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Gibbs, who's going to try, and he gets like 3, maybe. So it'll be second down about 7. Right now they're just talking about QBs who found a success at other places. Yeah, we got it. We got it. They're showing how their old teams are doing. All right, second down 7. 5:35 will go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation. Going to drop back to pass, and Gibbs looks for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Makes man miss up to 30, 25, 30, up to about the 33-yard line. I need a bad game from the Lions defense to win fantasy. Hope the Lions win, but their defense losing would be nice. Ooh, okay. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. I mean, it's still early in the game. But so far, they did a pretty good job. So first down 10, 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Still 7-0. Going to be from the 33-yard line. Handed Jahmyr Gibbs can try left side from 35 and down to about the 37-yard line. So get it 4 yards there. Second down 6. Ooh. Goodness. 4:35 will go in the first quarter. Like I said, the Lions are doing a pretty good job. Like I said, moving down the field. However, they did have that fumble. So let's see how that impacts them. With 2 tight ends to the right, going to be handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to cut back inside to the 40, up to about the 45, and down to about the 46-yard line. First down for the Lions, but a 7 or 8 yard gain. Jared Goff under center. Going to be a PA boot, and is going to just kind of scramble to the 50 and out about to the 47-yard line. So it's a nice about 6-yard gain, second down 4. Like I said, they're kind of digging and ducking down the field, which is like I said, that's all you got to do. Eat up clock, go up by 2 scores. Your defense, especially your secondary, is very, very much, I don't know the best word to put this. They are downtrodden. I guess is the best way to put this. They are injured to hell is another way you can say it. Gonna be a check down. It's gonna be up to the 45 to the 40 to 35 to 30, up to the 25 and down to about the 23-yard line, and that is none other than Jahmyr Gibbs, who's having himself an amazing day today. I mean, that's straight up like two catches for Jahmyr Gibbs of over like 30-something yards. Well, that one is only like 27, but still. From the 23-yard line, 2 tight ends to the left, Jared Goff under center, Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. He's already got 53 yards receiving. And he's going to lose about 3 yards there because Vita Vea absolutely obliterated that play. Second down and about 13, I would say. Vita Vea from the backside, that's what's crazy. I mean, he just obliterated. Oh, man. Tate Ratledge got abused there. Absolutely abused. So, second down 13 from the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation, Jahmyr Gibbs to his right, drops back to pass, and throws. It's going to be caught basically back to the first down marker. It's going to be third down 10. Well, original line of scrimmage. I don't want to say first down marker. Boo, Vita Vea. Vita Vea just too good. He's too good. Third down. Let's say third down 9, but basically third down 10. Shotgun formation with Gibbs to his right. Jared Goff 7 for 8, 130, and a touchdown. Drops back to pass and is going to step in the pocket. Throws to be caught, and that's going to be Khalif Raymond down to the 15-yard line. 4th down and 2. And we know Dan Campbell. He's probably going to go for this. 1:15 left to go in the first quarter. 4th down and 2. Sorry about the hiccup. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. 4th down and 2 for the 15-yard line. Shotgun formation with Jahmyr Gibbs to his left. Rest of Jameson Williams in motion. Drops for the pass. Throws for the end zone. Oh, just beyond the reach of Tesla, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. 43 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and it'll be 1st down and 15 for the Buccaneers. I believe that was Morrison on coverage. Is that Morrison on coverage? Yes, it is. Benjamin Morrison, their 2nd-round pick. I don't know. They're looking for a PI. I don't think it's PI. I don't think it is. I want it to be, but it's not. All right, so 43 seconds remain. Like I said, Buccaneers probably got 2 more plays. That's about it. Oh, they were walking outside. So, from the 15-yard line, pistol formation, Rachaad White in the backfield. And going to be a handoff to Rachaad White, who is going to get to the middle of the field and gets like a yard. I'm just now looking at my door, and I just realized that I did not lock the door after I brought in my groceries. So when it goes to the end of the first quarter, I'm going to do that. Because I just realized I did not. I'm looking at it right now. So I was like, why am I hearing outside? And I'm like, oh, that's the reason why. Because I didn't lock. $11 to go. 11. Yeah, they're just going to go into the first half. Into the first quarter. All right, so I'm going to go lock my door. That's kind of important. Kind of need to lock the door. All right. So, analysis. In the first quarter, Lions, they're definitely able to move the ball. However, on 2 straight drives, they had a turnover and a turnover on downs. So, they could be leading by more. However, like I said, the turnover, it happened at like the 40-yard line. So, it's like, you were driving, and then unfortunately, you kind of fell flat. And then this right here is mine. I'm sorry, I was going to say something else. Swag. So from the 15-yard line, you did go for it, which I understand why you did. Odd choice to go for a touchdown there, Tesla. But I respect it. Still 7-0, so you're good. You're good. You're moving the ball down the field. Buccaneers, your edge rusher is actually mainly Yaya Diaby is getting pressure. However, you cannot cover Jahmyr Gibbs, or there seems you can't. So that's a little bit concerning for the Buccaneers. Now on the flip side, offense, not getting anything. Nothing, even though the Lions secondary is bruised and broken and hanging on by a thread. You still haven't been able to get any kind of yards. It's kind of crazy. Like I said, I know Mika Ibuka and Mike Evans are coming off of injury, but you would think that something's going to happen. And then you're not really able to run the ball that much. So, great job by the Lions there. Great by them. They should be dominating by more, but they're not. But, like I said, still a lot more time left to go in this game. All right, there we go. Look at that time possession and yards. 20 plays, 160, 10, 21, and 7 first downs. Buccaneers have like 7 plays. They have 15 yards, zero first downs. That's how bad it is. So, under center, play action pass, and it's going to take a deep shot, and it's going to be, there's PI, and Rock Ya-Sin was on coverage on Mike Evans, and Rock Ya-Sin is like saying like, hey, I don't know if it's PI on me or if it's PI on Mike Evans. I think it's being on Rock Ya-Sin, but it was a catch no less. Like I said, I don't know. I can see from a perspective that Mike Evans kind of pushed off a little bit, but then Rock Ya-Sin kind of held on to a little bit too. So it's like, kind of go back and forth. Holding defense, number 21, that penalty declined. And then pass interference, defense, number 23, Rock Ya-Sin. So apparently said it was not a catch, so that's the reason why they take it. Yeah, they're both kind of hand fighting. He does have like a handful of jerseys, so like I said, I guess I can see it. But like at the same time, like I mean, Mike Evans is like, yeah, it wasn't a catch. By the time Mike Evans gets possession, he only has 1 foot in. From the 40, under center, Rashad White in the backfield. Going to be a handoff to Rashad White, who's going to bounce it back inside, and he's going to get about 2 yards there. Great tackle there by Jack Campbell. Loved Jack Campbell coming out. Loved him coming out. One of the Panthers take him. We didn't, but it's fine. All right, so second down 8. 14:30 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-0, but Buccaneers are near midfield. Look at that. 3 for 4 for 9 yards. Good night. So, shotgun formation. Going to have Rashad White to his right. 2 tight end set. Draws back a pass and is going to check it down to Rashad White, who's going to get back to the 30, 46-yard line? About 46. So a third down and about 3. It's like 46, pause, 47. I don't want to do the. All right, so third down 3, 13:45. We're going to the first half, second quarter. It's getting loud in Detroit. Baker Mayfield going to be empty set. Going to be a quick looking pass here. Trips to the left. Now it brings Rashad White over to his right, drops back a pass, and is going to throw it to the left side. It's batted up in the air. And that is Aleem McNeil, who is, again, being a huge factor in this game. He's had 2 massive pressures on Baker Mayfield, and just had that batted pass. Him being back in the lineup is huge. He's being double teamed, times it up perfectly as well. So, punt from the 47-yard line. And gets it off, and it's going to be returned by Khalif Raymond, and it's not the best punt. Going to be returned by a fair caught at the 14-yard line. 13-16 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-0, obviously. And the Lions take over. Going to go to commercial break. Ooh, goodness. I'm hoping the Lions can actually finish. They've been able to move the ball, which is nice, always nice. But, we want to kind of, we want to kind of finish. Because it's on ESPN, they're showing the Halloween. Because you got Disney owns ESPN, Hulu, and all that kind of stuff. Hulu on Disney Plus. I've already said before, I'm not like a huge horror. I always gotta be make sure that I like pronounce that right. I used to have like really bad speech impediment, um, and sometimes like I stutter, and you might see it every now and then. But like I used to say crayons like crowns, like clowns. Like, that's what I used to say. And so I guess that kind of goes with it. I don't know, it might be a southern accent kind of thing too. But like whenever I'm supposed to say horrors, like the horrors, like spook, it sounds like a terrible name for a you know sexually promiscuous person. Well, not really promiscuous, just they have a lot of it. So yeah, so that's why I try to make sure that I make sure that I try to enunciate pretty good. Emmanuel, do you think the Texans can limit Kenneth Walker? I think they can. They have an amazing defensive line. Danico Autry's coming back, so that's good pressure in the interior. Um, I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I do. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think I predicted the Texans going to be upset 20-17. Those like the edge rushers against both these tackles, like I said, Charles Cross and Abram Lucas, and then also Ursery and is it Trice Howard? No, he's the guard. Who is the right tackle? Is it Blake Fisher? I can't remember. But both sets of tackles are going to be really challenged today. So going to be under center, 2 times left, drop for the pass, and it's going to be a screen pass, and that's going to be to David Montgomery. It's a 20 up to the 25, up to about the 30-yard line, David Montgomery. And that is a first down for the Lions. I think they can. I think they can limit. So, under center from the 29. Dan Montgomery in the backfield. Going to be a handoff and got absolutely nothing. He's going to lose about 2 yards there. Second down and 12. As once again, Vita Vea with the player. I said Vita Vea with the player. I didn't like that. I didn't like that one. Not good. Boo. Boo me. That was not good. For some odd reason, I keep on getting stopped up. Like my nose keeps on getting stopped up late at night. I don't understand why. But I said I'm Ross St. Brown in motion over to the right. David Montgomery in the backfield. And unfortunately, it is going to be a flag because it's going to be a false start. Five-yard penalty. Second down. Yeah, Panay Sewell called for the false start. So second down 17, 11:50 left to go in the second quarter from the 21-yard line. Shotgun formation with Dan Montgomery to his left. Trips to the right. Draws for the pass and throws across the middle to be caught. And that's another than Amon-Ra St. Brown up to the 35-yard line. It'd be third down and 4 Lions. 11:30 left to go in the second quarter. You can always count on Amon-Ra St. Brown. Let's see here. He just shook him out of his boots. Shook him out of his boots, Parrish. So third down about 5. Try to get him to jump off sides. Play clock at 3, 2, 1. Got a snap off. And Jared Goff is going to get sat back at like the 22-yard line. They brought the house. And they got there immediately. So fourth down for the Lions. Got to punt this ball away. It's been 1 week. I mean, it's like I said, unfortunately, still 7-0, which I'm not upset about. But Dan Montgomery, pretty terrible pass protection right there. Oh, he leaned. He leaned. Oh, man. One thing you can't do in pass protection, that's lean, because then you get off balance pretty easily. Um, and literally, like, the middle linebacker just sidestepped him. Going to return to the 25-yard up to the 30, up to about the 35-yard line, and that's about it. Well, 36. So first down, 10 at the 36-yard line for the Buccaneers. 10:08. Let's go in the second quarter. Once again, go to commercial break. Okay. I think we could have done one more drive. This is just my opinion there, ESPN, but I think we could have done one more drive. So there, Zoe. How you doing? Like I said, we're still 7-0. Still working it. My nose gets stopped up again. I don't understand why. No clue. No earthly idea why my nose keeps getting stopped up. But it's like, right in there. It's right in there. It's making me sound weird. I'm noticing how I sound weird. Goodness gracious, it's so stopped up that in my throat too. It's like, you know how that sounds. It's like a drainage thing. I don't know. 12 musicians on tour. This is country music. One ultimate winner. The road. Okay. We're doing a reality TV out of, I guess, musicians on the road. All right. Sure. Why not? All right. So, like I said, Lions have pretty much been dominating this game so far. Unfortunately, I said that fumble while they were driving. They were at the Buccaneers 40. They fumbled. Buccaneers take over. Now, Buccaneers haven't been able to really do anything, though. And then Lions made all the way out of the 15-yard line. That 4th and 2. Don't get it. Like I said, the Lions been dominating this game. They should be up more than 7-0. That's honestly what it should be. Should be up more than 7-0. Buccaneers legitimately have a shot of tying up this game, and they have been dominated for majority of it. So, I don't know. It's been an interesting game. Not, it's not been like terrible, but it's been like, Lions, don't fail us, please. I mean, Jared Goff right here. He's 10 for 12, 164 and a touchdown. And you're only up by 7. From a 36, under center, 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a play action pass, and Lee McNeil is getting immediate pressure. Going to be throwing. That's going to be, what in the world is that pass concept? You got 2 wide receivers in the same exact area. What are y'all doing? I don't know if someone got off a little bit, but there should not be 2 wide receivers in the same exact area. Because, Tej Johnson and Mike Evans ran into each other. I don't know about that, Chief. Needs to go back to the drawing board. 2nd down, 10 from the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation. Drops by the pass and is getting pressure. Is going to throw. It's going to be caught. It's going to be Emeka Buka up to the 40-yard line. So only a 4-yard gain. 3rd down and 6 for Emeka Buka. 9:50 left to go in the second quarter. Still 7-0 as always. Yeah, they're showing it right now. I can tell you, Rocky Sin, Amik Robinson. I don't know these other people. Arthur Mallett, Eric Hallett, Thomas. No clue who they are. 3rd down 6. Baker in shotgun formation, run back to his right. Drops back to pass, and he's getting immediate pressure. Throws, that's going to be caught, and that's going to be, I think he's going to, they're going to get him the 1st down. I don't know about that. Let's look at it. So K. Dotton, pretty stinking close, but let's see here. I don't know. Who is banging? Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. They're getting the first down. Oh, it's my updoor neighbors as their doors being banged on. First down 10, drops by the pass, and Baker Mayfield drops by the pass, throws a deep ball, and no one's there. I guess miscommunication. I think it's Tez Johnson miscommunication, or it's Mike Evans. I don't know. I don't know who he's supposed to throw it to. So Mike Evans is claiming like the guy's locking him up each time, pressing him. But I don't know. He threw a deep ball, but there was no one even close. Like within 10 yards, no one even close. So from the 46-yard line, shotgun formation. Sean Tucker going to get the carry, and he's going to get up to about midfield. So gain about 4 yards there. Third down 6 once again. 8:22 let's go second quarter. Let's see if the Lions can get a stop. Maybe. Possibly. Come on, Lions. The NFC South and the NFC as a whole is counting on you. Now, NFC North, not so quite so much. But, all of us really do. So Baker Mayfield going to be in shotgun formation. Going to send Mika Buka in motion. And drops by the pass, is getting pressure. It's going to throw to the right side. That's going to be incomplete because Mike Evans only got 1 foot down and Rocky Ya-Sin pushed him out. Let's go. 4th down and 6. Yeah, a little bit of a high ball from Mike Evans, and he only's going to get 1 foot in. Rocky Ya-Sin pushed him out. There we go, Rocky Ya-Sin. Rocky Ya-Sin was from, where is he from? He's been in the league for quite some time. I think he's been in the league for, 6 years, maybe? That's my guess. Rocky Ya-Sin's been in the league for 6 years. So I think he was drafted in 2019 by the Colts. Good night. That punt block team almost got there, and he just obliterated the blocker. So it's going to go to commercial break, unfortunately, once again. But it's still 7-0, and the Lions are still dominating this game. Let me make sure that I do it justice of how much the Lions dominate this game. As you see, my absolute chrome dome. Like I said, I'm not wearing a hat. Didn't think to. I'm wearing what I wore to school today, teaching wise. So, team stats. Okay. I'll give you the Buccaneers first. Buccaneers, 36 total yards. 23 passing yards, 13 rushing yards, 2.1 yards per play. Okay. Not great, pretty abysmal. Let's look at the lines. Total yards, 173. Passing yards, 147. Rushing yards, 26. Yards per play, 7.2. So pretty massively dominating from a yards perspective. You got Lions got 8 first downs. Buccaneers got 2. Now, third down efficiency, the Lions are 0 for 3. So just kind of let you know about that. And time possession, you got 13:29 for the Lions. You got 8:56 for the Buccaneers. Yes, the Chrome Dome. Unfortunately, I have the forever forehead. I got it from my dad. My students, every now and then, they want to make jokes, and then I give them the one, hey, look, it happened to me young. I got used to it. I was like, but unfortunately, it does happen to every single guy. So just, you might make fun of me now. Just wait. It's coming for you. Especially look at your dad. Look at your dad. Like I said, even if it doesn't happen to you like in your 20s, it's going to happen to you at least by your 40s. And at that point, you have a midlife crisis, and then you're also losing your hair. So I've already lost my hair, so like I'm not like I've already had to go through that. That was a whole ordeal, but I'm good now. So every now and then I'll wear a hat because I didn't really fix my hair, and that's gonna be a false start on Taylor Decker. Yep, there's 1st and 15. Ah, goodness gracious, my nose. And the next commercial break, I'm gonna get me a mug of root beer. I got me, like I said, I got me some groceries today. Uh, I maybe some quesadillas on that little panini press right there, baby. Some quesadillas. I'm gonna give me a mug. Got me a mug in the refrigerator. From the 8-yard line, gonna be a handoff. That's gonna be Jahmyr Gibbs. Make a side step, spin moves, cut back out to the left, up to 10, up to about the 14-yard line. Great job there by Jahmyr Gibbs. And you second flag. Come on. Come on. Don't be doing that to Jahmyr Gibbs. It's going to be in the Lions. Probably a hold. Probably so. Tell me, what is it? Oh, wait, no, it might be a face mask. Hold up a second. Well, wait. No, that's not a face mask. That's not a face mask. Blocking the back of Khalif Raymond. Okay. I don't know why they were showing the tackle for some reason. Like, I guess they're trying to see if it's a face mask. But it's blocking the back by Khalif Raymond. Back it on up. Just back it up. Back it up like a Tonka truck. Yeah, it's a blocking back. It for sure is a blocking back. So 7:27 left to go in the second quarter. 7-0 in case you didn't know. Yeah, you might have forgotten, but still 7-0. First down and 17 from the 6. Zoe, my younger brother shaves his head because balding. He's not even 25. Yeah, I told myself I'm not going to shave until I'm 30. I already look as old as I am. I already look really old. But I already know I'm going to look really old when I'm bald. So I'm waiting. Waiting until, it would be appropriate for me to be bald. So, under center, first down 15, first down 17, sorry. Going to be a handoff. Jahmyr Gibbs, who's going to get up to about the 9-yard line. So, getting 4 yards there, second down 13. But yeah, so my sister asked me before, she was like, you can hold on to it for a little bit, but eventually you need to shave it off. I was like, I know I do. I was like, but I'll wait. I'll wait just a little bit. Just a little bit. Also, I need to get, not Levante David. Look, I want the Buccaneers to lose, but not Levante David to get hurt. Dadgummit, man. A legend of the game. 6:47, let's go second quarter. Second down 14. That right there is a fire truck in the background. Okay. Fire. I had not me personally, but hearing the sirens, and I think it was close by me, because I remember hearing a noise. Well, no, I more so heard about it, but and it was a talk with some of my students today, but apparently there was a shooting last night, and where a person brandished a knife at a gas station, and then the person left, and then that guy followed him home and then shot him at his house. So yeah, that's what some of my kids were talking about today. I'm like, hey, let's not talk about that. Mm-mm. We don't need to be talking about that. Well, we'll talk about the Bill of Rights. Talk about the Bill of Rights. And I think that's one of the things that's like, you don't really think about it until it happens. But like, you're trying to teach certain things, and at the same exact time, like the outside world kind of can be a distraction at times, especially when it's like things that are happening in everyday life. And so that's something that I don't know why I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that with the sirens, but yeah, that happened. That happened last night. Um, and it's just it's uh, the world is crazy. The world is absolutely crazy. Oh man. Zoe, so has the Lions defense just been really that good, or are the Bucs just not able to get their offense going? A little bit of both. Like I said, there's been some miscommunications for the Buccaneers, but also, like Ali McNeil is back in the lineup, their defensive tackle, who's been getting pressure on the interior, and also they're getting pressure and kind of forcing bad throws. And as a check down, sorry, check down to Cleve Raymond. I don't know why the play didn't work, so now it's third down 6. That was already. I don't know how in the world that happened, but it's now third down 6. Okay. Emmanuel, I got curly hair. Have you ever seen an old guy with curly hair? My dad has the same hair type, but gets a cut to a crew cut. He's not bald yet. The baldness is definitely a running trait in my family. Yeah, like I said, I have curly hair. You can kind of see it somewhat. Like I said, I can show pictures of me. My hair was more so. It was more so like 2B, 2C. Like if you like, I mean, you should know. Like I said, you'll probably know what that means. So like my sister is more so closer to 3A than it is 2C. She had very very tight curly hair. She still does. Um, Mine was not as tight as hers, and so she has, like I said, she's got our family's really great curly hair. I used to rock a little bit of a fro, but like kind of like a short kind of fro. It was very nice, very cloudy. Oh my, it's 30, 45, 40. Up to the, oh my gosh, he's gone. He's gone. Jameer Gibbs and Emmanuel, your prayers have been answered. Jameer Gibbs. Do you want to know how long that was? Because not even I remember how long that was. That's a 78-yard rushing touchdown. Emmanuel, I think you're getting that 30. I think you're getting that 30, Emmanuel. I think you are. So that's 13-0, 5:51 left go in the second quarter. Finally. But yes, no, I used to have curly hair, and it's not really there, but kind of. It's not like straight. But yeah, we finally got something. Finally got something. So extra point for Jake Bates, and kick is up. Kick is good. So it's 14-0. But yeah, balding is in on my dad's side, not on my mom's side. So I was kind of bummed that I didn't get my grandfather died when he was in his 80s, and he had a full head of hair. And my dad is kind of the same thing with me, where he had more of a fro than I did, because like I said, he grew up in the 70s. But his was like a bird's nest, and mine started to be like that too, where you're losing kind of hair right here, and so you got the fro, but like it's kind of going in a little bit back here, and that's what was happening. And I used to grow it out, like I had my curly hair down to here, and so I would just like make it into like a man bun. I think I got a picture of that. I might be able to show it somewhat. But yeah, like it all. It's gone. It's gone. Now I'm hoping that whenever, like I said, I have kids, that my children have my luscious curly hair, because I never realized it until like a little bit later on in life. Like a lot of my friends wanted curly hair, and I'm like, it's a lot of upkeep. They're like, I don't care, I want curly hair, and I'm like, Do you though? Like, do you though? You know? That's 23 effing points for Gibbs, and I still got Smith and Jigba and Texans D to play. F the Bucs offense. Lions defense to the moon. I don't need them suck now. Hey, I'm open so. Second most in first 3 seasons. I think that's, I don't know what that was. I checked that one late. Gonna be a fair catch, but it's a little bit interesting too. Because did you catch it? Hold on a second. The refs are discussing. I think they're going to say that this is a touchback, but I don't know. Did the returner catch it still in play and then go? It was close. I'm still saying it's first down 10. Should still be first down 10. 5:51 left to go in the second quarter. Baker Mayfield is 6 for 11 for 24. So under center, 2 tight end set. Good Lord. 266 to 36 total yards. Oh my gosh. Rachaad White just obliterated whoever that who was that? It was Hallett, the backup, got stiff armed to the sun. So second down and 5. Look at there. Get off. Yeah, that's unfortunate, Hallett. At least he didn't give up. But he got, his manhood got tested. Second down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Under center, 2 tight end set. Rachaad White in the backfield. And going to be a drop back to pass. And he's going to get pressure. And he's going to take a deep shot. And it's going to be Mike Evans. And oh, no. Mike Evans is hurt. He's breathing. But he's down. I think his eyes are closed. Oh, no. Okay, he's on his back now. Oh, man, no. Not like this. Lamonte Davis walking over to him. At least he's able to, he's moving, but initially it was just he was breathing and he was staying still. I think just the way his head hit, I think it's just the way his head hit the turf. Let's see here. So he's trying to catch it. Yeah, as soon as his head hits the turf, that's not good. That's definitely concussion. Third down to 5, 5 minutes left to go. It's definitely concussion. He is slumped. Yeah, no, y'all gotta help him up. He is definitely concussed. Oh man. Curly hair is a double-edged sword. When it looks good, it looks fantastic. Oh yes, it does. And when I got bedhead, I look grimy. I just really need a haircut. LOL. It's getting bushy. Yeah, my hair always was full on looking like Don King is what my hair looked like when I had bedhead. Yeah, it's definitely concussion. He is walking slowly. At least he's up. He's with help. But yeah, dude, no, he's gonna be done. Yeah, no, his eyes are closed. Yeah, no, they need to get him checked out. Take him immediately to the blue medical tent. That's not good. That is not good. Gosh. Third down and 5. 5 minutes left to go in the second. Baker Mayfield going to be in shotgun formation with Rachaad White to his right from the 40. That's in Sterling Shepard in motion over to the right. Bunch to the right. Josh pass and is getting immediate pressure. Is going to roll and is going to get sacked back at the 34-yard line, and that is Derek Barnes with a sack. And once again, the Buccaneers cannot do anything on offense. I mean, Aleem McNeil, bro. Aleem McNeil is just absolutely stomping Barton. Good night. I mean, great coverage by the secondary, but Aleem McNeil, man. Having him back in the lineup, I knew it was going to be a difference, but not this much a difference. Goodness gracious, Barton is really good. Fair caught the 14-yard line, so we start up 4:13 left to go in the second quarter. Like, Barton is a really good center. He's a really good center. Second-year player, out of Duke, amazing. And he is just getting bullied. Absolutely bullied by Aleem McNeil. I mean, I don't know, man. Yeah, everyone is injured. What is up with injuries this year? Last year was one of the worst seasons for injuries in recent memory, and now this season, I couldn't name you a single, even slightly healthy team. I'm trying to think of one right now, but I can't think of one. I'll tell you who isn't. Saints losing Eric McCoy. Good night. Shotgun formation, going to have Dan Montgomery to his left. Draws back a pass, and he's getting media pressure, does in the pocket, and what was that throw? I mean, it gets to Dan Montgomery, you get 3 yards, but I don't know if it was like it looked like that's what it looked like. We got to see the replay on that. That's some more sirens. Goodness gracious. Hopefully everyone's okay. All right, so 3:40 left to go in second quarter. Shotgun formation. Dan Montgomery to his left, draws back a pass, and is going to take a shot, and it's going to be caught, and that is going to be Jameson Williams. However, there is a flag. Don't know what the flag is. Goodness, like I said, my nose keeps getting stopped up, and sometimes get in my throat, and it's like, let's see what they're calling it. Tell me now. Come on, tell me. Pass interference on the offense, number 1. It's going to be against the offense. We're going to push you back a little bit. All right, so, Zoe, I recently learned I have curly hair, which I shouldn't have been a surprise. My sisters, my dad, and his family all have gorgeous curly hair. And the curly hair care learning curve has been a trip, yes. Finding out which one works for you is, and finding out which one definitely does not work for you. Because there is some that is like, no, that's a no-go. That's an absolute no-go. I'll tell you something else in a second. Second out of 15 from the 9-yard line. Going to be empty set for Jared Goff. Draws for the pass. And takes a deep shot, and that's going to be, try to get Amon-Ra St. Brown's incomplete pass, 3rd and 15. So, as I mentioned, my sister, great curly hair. And she had gotten a tip that there was a shampoo that should have been really good for her. So, we didn't know any better, and she, put it in her hair, and then she found out the wrong way that she was allergic to lemongrass. It had lemongrass in it. We didn't know she was allergic to it. Had already put it on her head, and then she was screaming. So, there's a little something there. Batted at the line, and it's going to be an incomplete pass. Try to be a screen pass. But yeah, no, I just remember, I can't remember what I was doing. All I remember is hearing the blood-curdling scream because it was burning her head. Because she was allergic to lemongrass and she didn't know. So yes, learning curve, trying to learn what works for you, which doesn't. Who is lying about being good for curly hair? Because I've had that too. And then also, what's the other one too? That was a learning curve for me. Sometimes for That's a great punt. Up to 25 to 30, up to about the 35, and down to about the 37-yard line. Um, some of the products that I put in my hair for drama club to try to keep your hair in a certain way, not smart. Not smart at all. Yeah, Evans is on the cart. He's gonna go back to the locker room. Yeah, no, like I said, he's got a huge concussion, dude. He's done for. Um, and then uh, like I also have something to wear in my hair. I'll talk about that after maybe after this drive. Um, I remember when I thought the Caleb McGarry injury would be the worst one all year for the Falcons. Yeah, from a 38-yard line, empty set, bunch to the right, dropping the pass, getting me pressure, throws, that's be caught, and that's going to be a fumble, and it's going to be recovered. Oh, no. It's recovered by the, oh my gosh, recovered by the Lions. 2:43 left to go second quarter. Lions get the ball back. Amik Robinson forces the fumble. So I'm very glad there's no pictures of it. I'm very glad there's no picture of it. Make sure it's a catch and a fumble. Yeah, that's a catch and fumble. So I'm glad there's no pictures of it, but I'll discuss it. So I always had curly hair, and this is the reason why I said that, I was surprised to find out from some of my friends that, they wanted curly hair, because, sometimes I was like, this is the worst, because, all the different stuff you got to do for it, especially the frizziness, goodness gracious. But in middle school, more specifically 7th grade, I grew my hair out a little bit, so I could basically have, nice, fluffy, cloudy hair. And what I did was that I put a lot of mousse in it. And what I do in the morning is I would take a visor and push down on my hair to try to make it to where it was like a Troy Bolton haircut. So from the 41-yard line, hand off to Dave Montgomery, who's going to come back inside to about the 35. So nice getting there about 6 yards. Second down to 4. Yeah, so I tried my best to make curly hair into a Troy Bolton haircut, but obviously, the tip of my hair was still curling. So what I did was I pushed it all down, and then it had a little curve at the top. So that's what my hair looked like for a short little bit. And then my mom said "Hey, you can't be doing that." Hand off Dan Montgomery gets nothing because Yadi kind of blew that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage will be 3rd down to 4. Going to go a 2-minute warning. But yeah, no, I tried that, and that was, I'm glad there's no pictures of it. There's no pictures of it, but the fact that I thought that I could try, yeah, no. No, absolutely not. On some lighter news, Tyler Lockett is expected to get released and sign with another team by 4 p.m. on Wednesday. Interesting. I mean, if I'm Tyler Lockett and I'm probably in my last season, or maybe have another season after that, yeah, I'm probably gonna say goodbye to the Titans. Oh, that's right. I was giving me a mug root beer. Hold on a second. Mug. Give me a mug root beer. Not the root beer. Root beer. OMG, I used to do the same thing with my hair, Ryan. I used to try to swap my hair in the front too. Thankfully, that's in the past. Yeah, embrace the curl. Sure, you used to get bullied for her curly hair. One awesome thing, she had and every single teacher in the school would have backed me up on this. Her grade had the worst girls that I kept on trying to make my sister feel bad about herself. And so they made her feel bad about her curly hair, and she tried to straighten it. But the thing is, normally your roots are kind of curly too. So it was straight, but then it was so it was an interesting look. And then she stopped doing it, and we tried to help her get back her confidence in her curly hair. Now she loves her curly hair, but it is also something too that we both tried to go away from the curly hair, but eventually you gotta embrace it. You just gotta embrace it. 36 total yards for the Buccaneers, 274 for the Lions. That is crazy. That is crazy. 3rd and 5. Drops back to pass. Jared Goff throws across the middle and way too low for Jameson Williams. 4th and 5. Jake Bates on for a, let's see, this is a, what? 61? Potentially, maybe? Depends. Bug. Crack open a nice mug. Every now and then I'll get me a mug. It depends on the match. Oh, it's 54. I was totally off. Totally off. Every now and then I'll get me a mug. I like A&W. I like mug. I like Barb's. Kick is up. The kick is no good. He shanked that thing. Dang it. Well, it's going to be 4-2-0. 154, 152. Let's go in the second quarter. But yeah, I want my kids to have curly hair, or at least wavy hair. I don't mind just wavy hair, but because like both my mom and my dad had curly hair. I think that's the reason why we both me and my sister had very, very nice curly hair. Like mine used to be like clouds. That's why I used to describe it, and it always ticked me off because people always want to touch my hair. So 1st down 10 from the 45-yard line. Drops by the pass and is getting pressure. Is going to check it down. That's going to be, is that picked? Oh my gosh, is that picked? Is that picked? Or are they going to say it's a completion? I think they're going to say it's a completion, yeah. Dude, K. Dotton ripped that thing back. It was almost a pick. Ooh. It is almost a pick, and K. Dotton is fighting for his life to get that ball back. So, it's going to be 2nd down and about 4. Aleem McNeil, man, is absolutely, one, that's Michael Jordan there. Michael Jordan sucks. But just burying any person he's going one-on-one with in the interior. So right now they're doing a review to check and see. It's more so in the Lions. I don't know, Jim. I don't know. But yeah, no. What was I talking about? Before realizing my hair was curly, so while I was super dehydrated, frizzy, and I was brushing it wrong, etc. In middle school, I chopped almost all of it off in a pixie cut, and it was disaster. Oh. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I don't know. A pixie cut with curly hair. Oh, yeah. No, that's interesting. Like I said, I don't know. The way that I always cut my hair was I would always get mine buzzed and then just grow it back out. That's what I always had mine done. I would get like a haircut a year because I just didn't care, and I would get it buzzed, and then I would grow it back, and it'll be, and they're calling it a interception. Wow. So Lions take over once again. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Lions, let's see if you can, I don't know why I just did my Jason Schwartzman. Not Jason Schwartzman. Jason, what's his name? The one who's, on Arrested Development. The one who's Bateman. Jason Bateman. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. See if you can, do something. I don't know. 1-46 will go second quarter, and they got all 3 timeouts. But yeah, no, that's how I just would always do mine. And then I'll just grow it back out. And then I would have it like long, and then I'll make it to a man bun, and then I'll cut it back off, and then I'll grow it out, and repeat. So from the 48-yard line, going to be a handoff to Jahmyr Gibbs, who gets absolutely like maybe a yard. He got stymied at the first down at the line of scrimmage, so second down about 9. But yeah, no, hair is interesting. Hair is interesting. Yeah, I still remember one thing I put in my hair I shouldn't have, and it like made my hair like stay put. It was very good, like one of those hair kind of glue stuff, but it made my hair like stay put. So second down and 9, gonna be shotgun formation with Jahmyr Gibbs to his right. Drops back to pass and going to throw to the right side. It's caught on Ross St. Brown to the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. And it'll be third down and 103 left to go in the second quarter. Let's see here. Zoe, it stuck out any and all directions and was a chaotic, unstylistic, frizzy mess. I'm trying to think of anybody that I've seen that had not a pixie cut. Cause I've seen curly hair come up to like a here, but I don't know if I've seen like a let's see, I've seen a curly hair pixie cut from the. I don't think I have. Jared Goff got the first down on the 1-yard run, so I picked it up. Clock continued to run down. 50 seconds. I think they're going to kind of let it drive down a little bit, and they might call a timeout. Or they might just kind of bring this clock down. Yep, now they call a timeout because 46 seconds left. Timeout is called. But yeah, no, I've never had like a bad haircut. I will give you that. But also, I never asked too much. It was like, all right, can you just, can you like just buzz me and then kind of like, on the sides, kind of like, blend it in. And that was pretty much it. It was like always the same exact haircut. And always went to Walmart. And got my haircut. I never, like I said, never got anything like an actual barber. I got like smart cuts. But it worked. It was fine. From a 38-yard line. Oh, I remember what I was going to talk about. Shotgun formation. Jared Goff drops the pass, getting immediate pressure. He's going to get sacked, and that is going to be Tyke Smith with the sack. Lost about 7 yards. Second down, 17. Clock winds down. 35 seconds. Dadgum. Great job there by the. So 28 seconds left. Then the Lions call another timeout. They got one timeout remaining. Second down, 19. So it was a 9-yard loss. I don't want to see Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I'm good. Oh, why are we talking about this? Oh, no, there we go. Drop in a pass, and it's going to take a deep shot, and it's going to be picked. And that's going to be Jamel Dean to the 35 to the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. 20 seconds remain, all 3 timeouts for the Buccaneers. But yeah, no, growing up, especially when I was really little, I always hated when people wanted to touch my hair. Because like I said, I had very nice curly hair, fluffy, cloud-like curly hair. And when I was younger, I could not speak for myself. I was a very quiet kid, and my mom did a really good job of knowing, like, he doesn't like his hair touched. She could, like, have, like, that eagle eye image of, like, this parent is going to want to touch my child's hair, and she'd be like, hey, he doesn't like his hair to be touched. And most people respect that, but some people are like, oh, no, but he would like it, and I don't understand. Like, I'm not a 47-yard line, Shepherd, and timeout is called 14 seconds. But yeah, no, like, and then I remember in 6th grade too, there was a girl that just could not help but kept on wanting to touch my hair. And I'm like, I don't like my hair to be touched. She's like, well, I like to touch your hair. Like the audacity of some people, and so like I understand why a lot of people don't like their hair to be touched. They're like it's just weird. I was like, yeah, no, it's a weird feeling of like, and when I tell you no, and you're like, I want to touch it because it's fluffy. So shotgun formation was shot right to his right, bunch to the left, no, bunch to the right, sorry, from at the 46-yard line. Drops for the pass, and is getting pressure, and he's going to roll up to his left, throws across the body, and it's caught. And it's going to be Tej Johnson up to the 35-yard line. He fumbles, but he recovers it. 4 seconds. Timeout was called. That's going to have to be a field goal kick. Sorry, goodness gracious, that was terrible. But yeah, so they actually got a field goal range. Emmanuel. Oh, there was also the muffin top year. Oh, imagine a big, puffy, white chef's hat, but as hair coming out of the top of a little 5'2" boy. Never again. Oh my gosh, a muffin top. Muffin top is an interesting look. I don't think I never did a muffin top. Like I said, I always had the same exact haircut. All right, so 53-yard field goal attempt. The Lions might call timeout, they might not. Snap, hold, kick is up, and kick is snuck it in. And the Buccaneers get on the board. So going to halftime, 14-3. Tampa Bay does receive the second half kickoff. However, on that last drive, that is the only time they got anything. I think they pretty much matched their first half point, the first half yards. So 14-3. Zoe, I've never understood people who feel entitled to touch other people's hair, especially without asking like why. I don't know. The audacity of some people. Oh my gosh, no. The audacity of some of my students. Can I have your rib? And they're like, why not? And I'm like, and we both look at each other like, why in the world you try to take somebody else's ribs? Like, it's not yours. You got your own food, but you want to get ribs? You want to get somebody else's ribs? Like, the audacity of some people is astounding. Astounding. But, like, asking people's food when you have no business asking people's food. Touching people's hair. No reason to touch people's hair. Like, there's literally no reason to touch somebody's hair. But it did make me feel weird, like, when I was growing up and I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't know if, like, they feel like I'm a dog or something like that. Just like, oh, let me touch your dog. Let me touch your hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Maybe just me, but that's what I always picture in my mind. Is like, want to touch. And you're like, if you're an owner of a dog, sometimes you're like, your dog doesn't like to just be touched. And then some people are like, no, all dogs love me. Okay, but, like, your dog in particular may not. Oh, I know what's best for him. No, you don't. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like I said, just some people are weird. Strange individuals. You know what is not strange? Mug root beer. This is sponsored by Mug root beer. No, I'm just kidding, it's not. That would be something. To be sponsored by a drink company that I actually drink. Like, I'm not doing that stupid, like, what was it? Bang that I had for a long time was getting people. One second. Let me drink something good and then talk about Bang. So, I've had one sip of Bang in my life. A friend got me Bang once, and this was back in like I was a freshman in college, so like 2020. It was either 2019 or 2020. And my friend, like, you want it? I was like, one, because like I realized how bad it was for me, because like I would have enough energy as it is, so I don't really need the energy drink. And he was like, oh, you're going to love this. And I took one sip. I hated it. But with one sip, I was just like, and like my mind was like, going like shaking. And I was just like, I am wired. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, okay, that was with one sip of Bang. If I had a whole entire thing, I probably would die. Probably. Or I would either die, or I would be so full of energy, I could probably, like, go full on, all right, I'm going to type up a 500-word essay talking about something random. And so like I was like, yeah, I probably don't need to be having that. And so like I said, the only other energy drink that I ever had was Monster, because my sister was drinking Monster, and the first time I ever had Monster before she was giving me some because she would like buy two and she'd get me one. Um, was when I was out west, and I was out west going with my friends. We flying by the seat of our pants. We're like, hey, let's just go to the Grand Canyon, and then we just decided, you know what? Let's actually plan this out, and we planned an amazing trip. It was like $200 something where we spent 10 days driving. We all pitched in, uh, sleeping on the side of the roads or sleeping in very cheap hotels, that kind of stuff, and also military discount to go doing the hikes and all that kind of stuff. And we were leaving from Zion. We were leaving from Zion. We had some more stuff we were going to do on the way back home, and I was like, "Hey, I need to make sure I'm staying up with y'all. So can I get one of the mount? No, no, no. I need to try. I need to stay up awake. Make sure you're awake. So I'm gonna talk to you." And he was like, "All right." So he gave me one Monster with like 48 hours of driving back, like making stops along the way, but also driving back. I slept maybe 6 hours, but at the same exact time, I might have been sleeping, but I was listening to the same exact conversation. I heard all the conversations, and I was like wired for 48 hours. So, yeah, that's why I don't really drink energy drinks. I have like sodas, but like, I don't know. My mind, when I'm on with like, Monster, is like wired. It's like, I don't know. The best way I can kind of describe it. So don't drink those. I don't drink those. Because like I said, I have enough energy as it is. And like right now, I'm kind of going off of like, you know, energy because we're talking and football and mug, and that's my energy that I'm bringing. But like, I'm not like like caffeine because this ain't got no caffeine. This is just me bringing the energy. So that's what I'm saying is like, I don't really need energy. I don't drink coffee. I literally live off of life. That's how I get up in the morning. I live off of life. So that's what I'm saying. Yeah, caffeine is a hell of a drug. Hey, it definitely is. Definitely is. But yeah, my mind's like right now. So awesome. All right, back to what we were saying before. Zoe, I missed your thing. Have never repeated this short hair experiment. It is super long now, and because lady tried to cut her hair straight hair, and she was like, "No, I know what we're doing." And my sister's like, "No, don't cut like that." And she was like, "No, I know what I'm doing." And she cut it like straight. And here's the thing, the best way I can kind of describe it: curly hair. A lot of times, like cutting grass. It it's never gonna be even because at the same time, like it's gonna kind of like move. I try to describe that, but like, it's gonna kind of move like the grass. The grass will try to avoid getting cut, and so it went. She cut it like this, and you could see the hair went like, bam, up, bam, and it took her forever to get all that back to where it's supposed to be. But yeah, no, like I said, don't do that. Don't try to cut your hair the same exact way you do with straight hair because it's not the same. Emmanuel, I stayed up until 1:10 a.m. last night, just smack talking the Falcons coaching staff. LOL. Hate and angry are great motivators. Didn't plan on staying up late, but it happened. And hey, it's okay. It's okay. Hate and sadness made me stay up very late when I was talking about the Auburn football Tigers and Hugh Freeze, who's still our head coach. I don't really know why. I kind of do, but kind of don't. Like, I'm like, okay. On one hand, our biggest booster, the yellow fella, who does yellow wood, in case you know about pressure treated wood. If it don't have the yellow tag on it, you don't want it. That's the yellow fella. You might have seen the commercials for the yellow fella because back in the day he had his cowboy get up, yellow with some brown on the sides, but basically yellow wood. So Jimmy Rain, the only billionaire in Alabama, he's the biggest booster for Auburn. And so on Sunday was Talladega. It was the Yellowwood 500. So he was busy with that. So the assumption is that that's the reason why he wasn't fired, was because like the biggest booster couldn't really be trifling with that kind of stuff. It was like, gotta worry about the NASCAR race, make sure that runs smoothly. And so he bought himself a week, and then if he loses to Arkansas, then he's gone. But at the same exact time, if Hugh wins against Arkansas and he wins against Kentucky, so he wins 2 in a row, and he somehow, some way upsets Vanderbilt, he can buy himself more time, and I don't really feel confident about that. I'm kind of upset, and you can hear my voice kind of go wah, 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 because I'm like, yeah, I don't know, a little confused, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't have confidence in Hugh. I don't. And you could probably hear that, especially the Missouri game. Or really the Georgia game. Really the Georgia game in the end. But I don't feel confident. I don't know where we're going. And I just got to be along for the ride. So, yeah, that's how it goes. Let's see here. Emmanuel. Oh, well, I released a lot of my anger after the game. Had a nice long chat about football, which I never get to with other people, aside from y'all. Made 2 new internet friends, so that was nice extra. Good there, Mangle. Zoe, hold a second. Ooh, that was my spurt. I stayed up until 5:38 a.m. because I was full of energy from the win and got caught up in a task, entirely lost track of time. Oops. Yeah, no. I got the biggest burst of motivation one time when I was making a lesson plan. I was like, let me feel. Oh, hold a second. They're gonna love this. All right, so I'll make them tell like little committees. They're each group gonna be a little committee. I'm gonna give different issues, okay, and they gotta decide, okay, what are we gonna do about this? All right, so about the environment. Okay, you got a plot of land. What you going to do with it? Are you going to make it to a national park? Are you going to make it into like a nuclear plant? You're going to be able to get some more, money? Or are you going to try to preserve the land? And I'll give them more like, a little more, I'm kind of rambling right now. But if you give them an option, well, they got to decide, well, what are we going to do with the land as a committee? Bam, that's one of them. Second one, I give them an ultimatum. Okay, this is a time of famine in Central and Eastern Africa, okay? And I was like, all right, so who are you going to help? You're going to help Central Africa or Eastern Africa and give them like basically an ultimatum, like, hey, who are you going to help? Here's the country you're going to be helping. Here's like, here's the benefits. Here's the cost fallacy. If you try to go to the East, you got to go around Africa, and whoever you don't pick is probably going to be upset with you and it might be a little bit, not as forthcoming to want to be able to aid you as well. So you got to think of that kind of like, backfiring. And so having their discussions, all that kind of stuff. And like, they enjoyed it. But I had the biggest burst of energy just like, working. It's like 3 a.m. And then I had to wake up at 6 a.m., which is not smart. Going up for 3 hours of sleep. That was like 2 months ago. No. 6 weeks ago, and like I said, I do not recommend that. Emmanuel, dang, Zoe, you were still awake when I was getting up in the morning. LOL. Yeah, because we would see. Oh, I was already at work. Work was about to be starting. That's 7:38 for me. We got start time 7:45. Then technically we end at 2:45, but then you got like 2:50 is really when they leave. And then I stay a little bit later because I got like the overrun. So I like the time of like what my schedule is. Ooh, my nose. I think I almost got 2 hours of sleep. Ooh, goodness. Return center to 20 to the 25 to the 30 and down about the 33-yard line. And that's where the Buccaneers are going to start off the ball down 14-3 at 14:55 to go in the third quarter. My nose stopped up. I guess Michigan performed at halftime. Good for them. I hate that when, like, you got like stuff in your nose and it kind of like drains into your throat, and it's like I go like this. All right, so from the 33-yard line, under center, 2 tight ends to the right, and it's going to be Rachaad White in the backfield. It's going to be a hand of Rachaad White. He's going to get up to the 35, and he gets absolutely stonewalled. But they're pushing and shoving and getting about another 2 yards. So second down 6. I have never watched – well, no, I take it back. I've watched 2 matches of WWE, but I got some of the references. And so, like, Stone Cold Steve Austin, for some odd reason, every single time I think of it, I think of the Stone Cold Toad, because, like, there, like, was a meme. It was like, gonna take a little punching, a little bit of jumping, and I don't know. Second down 7. I'm just rambling at this point. 36-yard line, second down 7. Baker Mayfield under center, going to be 2 tight ends set, and Rachaad White in the backfield. Play clock at 1-0, almost delay game, drop it a pass, getting pressure because Lee McNeil's up is amazing, and Emeka Buka gets him to the 45-yard line for a Baker Mayfield first down. Oh my goodness. Lee McNeil once again is bullet. Oh no, actually that was DJ Reader. Luckily it's my day off. Good, Zoe. Good. You get to relax. And that was a great throw, but also a great catch and run by Emeka Buka up to the 46-yard line. First down 10, 2 tight end set. Under center. Going to be a handoff up to the right side and be up to the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. Nice game there, about 7 yards. Second down and 3 for the Buccaneers. And they're firing on all cylinders. You got to go. I don't want you to. I don't. But you got to go. Got to go. I don't understand why, but, like, my mind all of a sudden, like, full, like, and now I'm trying to, like, bring it back in, and I can't. I'm like, come on, let's get back in. I can't. Second down and 3 from the 39-yard line, under center, 2 tight end set. Got Rachaad White in the backfield. Baker Mayfield going to be a play action pass, and is going to take a deep shot and for the end zone, and it's going to be broken up. And Emeka Buka's like, no, I had it. But Harper and I think Lee McNeil, I think that's who it was. Maybe, possibly, yes it was, with a pass breakup. So, third down 3. Yeah, Emeka Buka just cooked him. And then Amika Robinson just had the ball just hit him, bonk, back of the head, like right here. So third down 3 from 39-yard line. 12:41 left to go third quarter. Baker Mayfield throws across the middle, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be a first down, gain of 4 yards there. And it's, 3 yards. Sterling Shepard got the first down. Sterling, Baker had a connection. If I remember correctly, Sterling was there in 2016. Because I think I've seen him in action live. I've seen Baker in action live when he was at Oklahoma. 2016, Joe Mixon was the running back. Sugar Bowl, and we got blown out by Oklahoma. That wasn't fun. But 2 tight end set. Going to have Rachaad White in the backfield. Going to be hands with him. He's going to try the right side. He's going to get about... Holy crap, is that a fumble? Okay. I think they called for momentum. I think they called for progress. But it might be a fumble. Okay, so he's there. Barnes rips. Oh, dude. I don't know. Maybe. Possibly. Nope, they're not caught. So second down 9. That's a false start by Charlie Heck, the right tackle. He's like, I got Aiden Hutchinson on me. There's not much I can do. Let me just get a little false start here. So, Charlie Heck, what the heck? I mean, come on, dude. 11:28 left to go in the third quarter. Buccaneers are driving. Almost was a fumble, but no. Second down and 14. 11-20. 14-3. Let's see what the Buccaneers can do. So, Baker Mayfield going to be in shotgun formation with Rashad White to his right. There's a Ted Johnson in motion. Dropping a pass, throws as we bat it at the line, and that's going to be an incomplete pass. Third down. And 14 for the Buccaneers. 11:01 left to go in the third quarter. Let's see here, Emmanuel. My goodness, Lions. Can y'all's defense chill or at least give Gibbs another 70-yard touchdown? Please. I'll make y'all some good fried chicken. Okay. Question, Emmanuel. What we putting in the bread of this fried chicken? That's the real question. What we putting? Or what kind? Do we have any sauce? We have any sauce? That's a real question too. So shotgun formation, bunch to the left, rub it to the right. Baker Mayfield drops by pass, throws and be caught, and that's going to be up to the 30, and so close. But Ted Johnson is unfortunately short, literally and figuratively. So sorry about that, Tez. Fourth down and 2, 10:41 left to go in the third quarter. But yeah, what we got kind of bread and wise. What kind of bread? We got any sauce? Maybe a little drizzle. What we got? 10:30. 4th down 2. Buccaneers going for it. Down by 11. Strong to the left. Got an offensive lineman at fullback. Going to be a handoff, and he is going to get the first down. Gains 4 yards, and that's another Buccaneers first down from the 24-yard line. Let me give you another sip of this mug. It's more like a gulp, but still good. Still good. So, first down 10. 9:50 left to go in the third quarter. Sean Tucker's back there. Going to have 3 tight ends set. Going to be a play action pass, and he's got all day to throw, and checks down Sean Tucker, who gets up to the 25, and tries to stiff arm, but it's not going to work against my boy, Jack Campbell. And it's be second down about 8. Let's see here. Emmanuel, I'll make a standard burger sauce, ketchup, mustard, mayo, pickle juice, MSG. Oh, MSG. Ooh. You're going to get them coming for more. Light breading, flour, egg, flour, panko. Ooh, okay. Like it. Love it. Want some more of it. I tried so hard. Can't rise above it. Sorry. Shotgun formation. Sean Tucker to his left. Drops back to pass and getting immediate pressure. And it's going to be a screen pass to Ted Johnson to 20. Up to 15. Hurls a man 10-5. And he's going to be in for the score. Tez Johnson. 8:49 left to go in the third quarter. And it is 9-14. Almost about to be a 4-point game. And the Buccaneers finally have woken up. Finally. Well, it's about time. But yeah, no, hopefully I gotta move it. Yeah, no, I got you. My TV's like, hey, you haven't done a lot in a while. I know. I see you. I got you. I got it. So they're going for 2. Oh, okay. So trying to get a 3-point game. So empty set, bunch to the left. Now you're going to bring Rashad White to his right. Baker, drops by the pass. He's getting pressure. Here's he throw, and that's going to be a pass breakup. And it's going to be a 14-9. And like I said, Baker was getting some pressure because Aiden Hutchinson is a grown man. Okay. And it's going to be a 5-point game. 9-14. Emmanuel, I should clarify. It's more like chicken tenders. I mean, that's fine, though. I mean, it's fried. It's not bone-in chicken, but it's still fried chicken. Boneless chicken meat, but it'll be good. I season my food unlike a certain chicken chain. Looking at you, Canes. Nice loss of F points for some of the Lions D, exactly. See, I have never had Cane's, nor do I want to. Because if I'm going to pay for chicken, it's got to be seasoned. Gotta be seasoned. So, like, I've never gone to Cane's. I've seen the commercials for Cane's because they get, like, all the college QBs, which I don't know why you want to do that if you're a college QB. That's setting yourself up for failure. Because anytime you do bad, they are going to use that for means. Be like, oh, he's going to be working at Cane's next week, something stupid like that. So, I don't know. But I think it's because, like, Guthrie's, Zaxby's, and Chick-fil-A just has, like, a stranglehold on the chicken. They're like, we are not going to allow this Raising Cane's. So, I guess so. I guess that's the reason. Because I've never had Cane's. My sister says it's not good. She has only had it once because both of us never had it. And then I think, I can't remember where she had it at. But she was like, yeah, it's not good. I was like, that's what I figured. That's what I've heard. So, not going to do that. Oh, my notes. Okay. Zoe, college football question. Notre Dame is one of the very few college football teams I've heard of via cultural osmosis. But the comments I've seen more recently hints that my impression of them is off. Okay. What's the best word? What exactly is the opinion of Notre Dame? Because, what's the best word to put it? Yeah, tell me, Zoe, what is your opinion of Notre Dame, and then I'll tell you how most people kind of see Notre Dame, especially now. Last year, they did make the national title, but before then, let's just say Notre Dame. I'm trying to think the best way to kind of explain Notre Dame. Okay. Emmanuel, I had the aforementioned chicken in culinary class. Y'all have a culinary class? That's awesome. What's fantastic, I love fried chicken, and now I'm itching to make it again. Y'all have a culinary class? That's awesome. Oh, yep. Bo Nix, they're showing him. Like I said, he was at Pinson Valley. He was at Pinson Valley when he got drafted. Well, no, when he got drafted, when he went to high school. Yeah. Going to be enhanced to Jameer Gibbs's 30 up to about the 33-yard line. So nice gain there, about 6 yards. Second down and 4. Because I have my own opinion of Notre Dame. I keep on getting that thing in my throat. Goodness gracious. So 8:15 left to go in the third quarter. Still 14-9. Second down and actual 5, so give him 5 on there. Going to be I formation. Going to be a play action pass and dump off. That's going to be up to the 35, and that's it. So gain about 3 yards there, and it's going to be third down and 2 for Sam Laporta. Well, for the Lions. Yeah, we have a culinary class. I love it. Fantastic class. I love working with food. Nice learning environment. I love my chef. She's great. Good. Like I said, we didn't have, well, did we? We might have had, well, no, we had home ec. We had home ec. I never took it because there was something I took instead. I think it's because I took sociology instead. I don't know. Going to be a throw. This could be up to the 40, up to the 45, and out and bounce up to the 50-yard line. And that is none other than Brock Wright. So first down for the Lions. I think that's it. I think because I took sociology, I didn't have to take some home ec. So I took career prep, but I didn't have to take home ec. We had home ec was that weird one where you learn some baking skills, but like at the same time, like I was a chef, so it wouldn't have really benefited me that much because like I kind of knew how to cook. And then there's also that weird part where you had to like have like a baby doll up to the 40, up to the 35. That's a weird way to, in a sense. Gain of 15 yards there by Jahmyr Gibbs, first down, 10 for the Lions. But yeah, no, my sister took home ec, and I remember they had this weird baby doll that had like a couple of keys, like you had like keys with it, and you had to like, put the key in the baby when the baby was crying to try to figure out what was causing the baby to cry. And I had to help her out with it because she had to work, and so I had to like sit there with the baby doll, and I was like, this is weird. Gonna be under center, hand off to Jahmyr Gibbs, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and gets up to about the 33-yard line. So gain about 3 yards there. Second down 7. Yeah, I didn't have home ec or culinary class, but that sounds pretty dope, honestly. But I just remember that one was weird because, like I said, all you do is just watch it. You're watching a baby doll for like 2 days, and you're carrying it around in different classes. That's the only way I can explain it. Second down 7. I see your comment there, Zoe. I'll talk about it in a second. Second down 7, 5-3 left to go in the third quarter. Under center. 2 tight end set. Best of Salem pouring in motion. Drops by the pass. Going to be a dump off to Jahmyr Gibbs behind him. What's a 35? What's a 30? What's a 25, 20, 15, 10. Oh, down to the 5-yard line. And unfortunately, Manuel. So close. It's so far. First and goal from the 5. All right, so Zoe, let's hear it. The impression I'd gotten was very vague, was that they're an old established program, true, and either were or had historically been good, but weren't the biggest or flashiest team, overall hazily positive. Hand off to Jahmyr Gibbs, spins into the end zone. Amazing spin move by Jahmyr Gibbs. And Emmanuel, the rich get richer, man. I mean, you keep on getting so many points from the man himself, Jahmyr Gibbs. It's fantastic to see. Give the right to Gibbs. They definitely did. I'm good. Dobie. Sorry. What's up, Dobie? I'm good. I've been watching the Mariners and the Blue Jays as both are trying to win the Game 7. What's the score, the Dobie? I haven't been to pay attention to that. Notre Dame. That's right. So, Notre Dame has a historical program. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is 21-9, 4:39 left to go in this third quarter. They've been historically good, but they can never finish. So the last time Notre Dame won a national title was in 1988, I think, if I remember correctly. So been a while. And at the same exact time, Notre Dame has several chances of winning a title and has failed miserably. So we go back 2012, Manti Te'o. More than likely, like I said, I could just give like a brief thing with Manti Te'o because it's been a while. But amazing defense for Notre Dame. Not the best offense. They go undefeated. They go against the Alabama Crimson Tide, who lost to John Manziel that 2012 year. And the thought process was whoever won the SEC championship game was going to win the national title because Notre Dame was already in the national title, and Alabama and Georgia were 2-3. Unfortunately for Georgia, and unfortunately for Aaron Murray, they were down like the 8-yard line. They throw it out with no timeouts, like 8 seconds left. And instead of going out of bounds or dropping it, the wide receiver runs it out, catches it, but falls down, and that's the game. That's how the game ends. So Alabama makes the national title game, blows out Notre Dame, 42-14. Blows them out. Okay, so that's a more recent example of Notre Dame making it in, and then like I said, since 1988, and they constantly had good seasons or some bad seasons, but they couldn't quite get over the hump. Okay, that's 2012. Then, I believe it's 2017, 2018, something there. Notre Dame makes it back to the college football playoff. Well, they make it back to the national. So like the BCS 2012 makes it to the playoff for the first time. I think 2018. Going up against, I believe, Clemson. Yep, going against Clemson. And Clemson shuts them out. It's like, I think it was like 34-0. Like, blows them out. Blows them out. Then, in 2020, they make it back. Well, because they joined the ACC that year. They beat Clemson with a backup quarterback when Trevor Lawrence was sick. And I think he was sick with COVID. And then they make it to they make it to the college football playoff. They face up against Alabama, and then Alabama blows them out. I mean, it is beautiful, beautiful. I mean, absolutely just outstanding work by Alabama, blowing the brakes off of Notre Dame. And then it's been that constant thing of like them not being able to win the big game. Well, Brian Kelly leaves Notre Dame, goes to LSU. Marcus Freeman takes over. Marcus Freeman loses to they lose to Marshall. They lose all these kind of games, and kind of like got a little upsetting. But they made the college football playoff last year. They make a deep run. They beat Georgia. They beat all these teams. They make it all the way to the national title. They have a decent game, but it's more so like it's Ohio State to lose and Ohio State wins. So Notre Dame has always been decently good, but can never get over the hump. The 21-yard line is going to be checked down, and that's going to be, oh my gosh. Amik Robinson absolutely blew up Rashad White. The other thing, too, Notre Dame that people hate is Notre Dame is one of the last, like, relevant, or really the only relevant independents. So somebody who's not part of the conference. So just like imagine if the Broncos was not part of the AFC West. Never was, never will be. They're all by themselves. That's why people hate them. And that Notre Dame has its own contract with NBC. So they have their own games streamed on Peacock. And they have that streaming rights for a very long time. And that's the reason why people do not like Notre Dame, because they see them as self-absorbed. They see them as being the Dallas Cowboys of the college football game, because they talk so much smack but can never back it up. Or the 49ers, you see it with that aspect. But yeah, no, they just I don't hate Notre Dame, but I understand the hate for them. My eyes. All right, so Seattle. Hold on a second. Where are we at? Don't get twisted. I'm still hate watching the lines. Although, to be honest, I did wake up like 30 minutes ago. 3rd down, 3:08 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass, rolls it to his right, and get pressure, throws before he gets hit, and it's going to be way overthrown to Mekabuka. 4th and 3. Seattle up to 1/3 inning. MLB needs to be better on scheduling playoff games. Or maybe I should care more about a Game 7 ALCS, but I don't. Whoever wins beats the Dodgers. I love the Dodgers players, but I want someone new. Notre Dame overrated Irish. Yeah, Doug, that's pretty fair. Also, you're from Chicago, so yeah. I got to punt this ball away because you got like the 27-yard line. Punt, and it's going to be a decent one. Going to be returned? No, out of bounds. So about the 25-yard line. Let's see here. Manuel, I needed that last Gibbs TD. Yesterday was not kind to me. This and the Bucs losing is the only bright spot on this football week. The Panthers have more wins than us. No disrespect to the Panthers. Y'all been balling. But I expect more from a team with so much more talent. Yeah, maybe. But you know what happened? What we faced? We'll leave them pass. Zoe, that explains the hate. Yes, it does explain the hate. Like I said, it's understandable why people hate. Honestly, there is like for each team, there's an understandable level of hate depending on what you hate about the team. Like Mississippi State, I love them to death. I love like they're the lovable team, the SEC, where you're like, hey, they're trying hard. They've been on some hard times. They never really win anything, but like at the same time, you're like, you try your best, and we want you to beat Ole Miss on every single Egg Bowl because we hate Ole Miss. I hate Ole Miss a lot, but I hate Mississippi State's cowbell. I hate it because it's so annoying, and I want to go to every single SEC stadium, but I'll be dreading the day that I got to go to Davis Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi, and have to listen to cowbell after cowbell after cowbell, 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 cowbell. It's like, I get your gimmick. I get it. But it's like, like that, like right in your ear. I literally just did that while I was like speaking to this. I'm very sorry for that, putting that in your ear. But yeah, not for me, not for me. So that's the only thing I hate about Mississippi State. Also, like no, that's really the only thing I hate about Mississippi State. That's honestly the only thing. Well, and 2021. And 2021. That's that. Yeah. So two things that I hate about Mississippi State: cowbells. 2021. I almost flipped the bird. I just realized I did this, and I was like this, and then I was like, let me just put this back down. But yeah, 2021 was yeah. I don't know why that came straight to my mind, but when I'm talking about like my mind is, telling me no, I should be saying that. Sorry, I'm sorry. Like I said, get back on track. All right, so Emmanuel, Ryan, that loss doesn't hurt me as much as the Falcons hurt me weekly. Dobie, most overrated team, and their fans are just as bad as Cowboys fans. They live in the past, and everything is everyone else's fault when they don't win it all. I hate Notre Dame. Dobie, I think it also helps that you're very close. You're like close proximity to a lot of Notre Dame fans. I don't know if you know this, but there's not a lot of Notre Dame fans in the South. Most of our smart people are either going to be Vandy or Georgia Tech, and they are much more manageable. Draws better pass, and is going to throw. Wait, no, you're from Florida. What am I even talking about? I'm so sorry, Dobie. I forgot you're from Florida. I keep on thinking Chicago, but no, sorry, Dobie, I forgot about that. Thanks for the explanation, Ryan. You're welcome, Zoe. Like I said, I want to do videos about like SEC lore, but like college football lore because it's awesome. College football was awesome. It's awesome. This game, because the Lions are winning. Two tight ends sit to the right, going to be handouts to David Montgomery, who's going to get about a 1 yard. About a 1 yard. 2:33 left to go in third quarter. Third down 8. 21-9. Dobie, did anyone see what happened to 5 Points videos? Oh, yeah. Apparently, really went off on a troll, but took it off his stream after he decided to make an apology video over it. I'll say after this play. Third down 8, shotgun formation. Porta for a first down. Damn 9 yards. So, Dobie, what was told to me while I was watching both Tom Grossi's stream and then I watched Brandon Perner's stream, it was said in both streams that apparently he used the F word, the F slur. So, yeah, that's the reason why he deleted that and made an apology. Two tight ends to the right. Going to be a toss to Dan Montgomery out to the right side. Who's going to get to the 46-yard line. Nice game there with 5 yards. Second down 5. But that's what was said. And that's the reason why he deleted it. So I didn't know he was talking about a troll. All I heard about was all I heard that he would that all I heard was that he said the F slur, and I was like, ooh, that's okay. I know he's talking about a troll, but yeah, you can't let somebody get the best of you that way. Gonna be a toss, not toss, but really a throw it to Sam Laporta. Gains 4 yards, 3rd down and 1. Uh, I'm originally from there. It's all good. Dobie, I didn't get a chance to watch the 5 points vid stream. What happened? I said, I think from what I remember, that's what was said in each stream for the for Tom Grossi, like I said, the Packers versus Cardinals, and also Brandon Perna's Broncos versus Jets. So I say 3rd down and 2, but it should be 3rd down and 1, I guess. All right, so last play of the third quarter. Play clock at 2, 1. Going to be a handoff to Montgomery, who's going to. He's trying to muscle his way in there, but he's going to be short. Great job of the Buccaneers there from the 50-yard line. 4th down and 1. Going to be going into the fourth quarter. Yeah, like I said, that's what was said in both streams, not by either Tom or Brandon, but by a fan. So that's what I want to preface that I don't know for sure, but that's what was said in both streams by a fan claiming that's what happened. And if you know anything about how sponsors are probably taking that, that's the reason why he probably did the apology, he probably took the video down, was because the sponsor was definitely not okay with it. One, shouldn't be used in the first place. I don't get why. I don't get why people do a lot of things they do. Sometimes I have to wrap my brain around, like, I guess the people you grew up around, maybe if people have used that word, but because like I didn't grow up around people who use that word, it's like, baffling to me when people say it, because I'm like, why? Why would you say that? So I don't know. Like, sometimes I am very confused by people's behavior. So I'm like, what? Why would you ever say that? Why would you have a reason to say it? You don't. Zoe, I've never met a Notre Dame fan. I don't think there's many out here. I have no feelings about them either way, but the gold helmets are a neat look, though. They are a neat look. I'll give it that. The gold helmets are a neat look. Some of the uniform combinations have been, but at least they do something. Auburn doesn't do nothing. We're so traditional that the biggest excitement we could ever have for Auburn is, hey, we got orange face masks. We ain't changing the uniforms anytime, because a lot of them are superstitious, and the one time we had orange jerseys, we lost, and they're like, we can't do that. Nope. So probably never gonna have a uniform change. They're going for it, obviously. Midfield, 4th-and-1. Let me get this sip of this mug. Did I say sip? I mean chug. 4th-and-1. Going to be a pitch, and it's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs, makes man miss. He's going to get the first down. Wow. Jahmyr Gibbs fought and slid and boop, and put the ball for a first down. Amazing play by our main man, Jahmyr Gibbs, just fighting his way through, not taking no for an answer. I don't know why. I should have stopped where my joke was. Bad joke. 1st down, 10 on the 49-yard line, under center. Dan Montgomery in the backfield. Going to be a place to pass, and he's got plenty of time to throw. Going to check it down. It's going to be to Khalif Raymond, who gets about 2 yards there. Second down 8. Let's see here. No, dude. Dobie. Of course, the one day I don't watch GPAs, and they probably discussed it on there. I don't think they did, because I watch it during my my planning. Because I have my planning is around that time when they start. I don't think they did. They might have, but I know. Like I said, I know during like their stream, like their game stream. That's when they talk about it. So if you want to go back to that stream and near the end of both games, that's when they talk. That's when they talk about it. Zoe, what are Auburn's uniform colors? Is navy orange and no, navy orange. No, navy blue and burnt orange are our colors, and white obviously, but that's it. So it's either navy blue with like orange, like rarely any orange trim, and white, like white uniforms. Third down 6. John's ready to pass. Again, a lot of pressure. Going to throw. It's incomplete. Try to get Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jamel Dean on the coverage. 4th down and 6. 13-12 to go in the 4th quarter. Dobie. Notre Dame plays in South Bend, Indiana. So there's a lot of Bears and Colts fans who are fans of Notre Dame. You might find others, but predominantly those are two teams who would be fans of Notre Dame. Yeah, that's pretty fair. So punt for the Lions. I see speak to text. I see you. They don't capitalize my team, but they'll capitalize the Colts. They're like, well, okay. Nah. They're like, let's get a rise up, Dobie. That's what it seems like. Very nice color combo. Yes, it is very nice color combo. It's different from Dobie's Florida, which, what is exactly would be Florida's? It's still orange and blue, but like, what's the technical colors? So like, ours is navy blue and burnt orange, and then yours is both the lighter of the two. It's like regular blue, but I don't know what's the technical name for it. There's like a regular blue, and then like a regular orange, but I don't know the technical colors for it. But I always find it interesting too, when I made the reference to SEC Shorts 2007 recap, where like they go back in time and like that kind of thing, and they talk about how Cam Newton is like the backup to Tim Tebow, and he's like he's gonna win a title in the old orange blue, and it's funny because like technically he does, but for Auburn, which is orange and blue, and so Florida's orange and blue. So that's what I was thinking about. All right, well, let's see if possibly, maybe, presumably, hopefully not, the Buccaneers can do anything. We're hoping and praying, but we don't really want that much to happen, if we're going to be honest. What we really want is Buccaneers to lose. That would be really nice. That would be A-okay with old me. Because I want the Buccaneers to lose. I want them to lose. I want it to be 5-2 and we'd be 4-3. We're looking at the Buccaneers like, hey, I know it's been a while since we've been in competition, but hey, the Panthers are nipping at your heels. You know, we might be little bitty cats right now, but I butchered that joke so bad I'm gonna stop it. Nope, not at all, not twice. It's just orange and blue. Since that's the name of the fight song, I don't know if I have any specific orange or blue that they are named after other than the basic version. Because I said, we have like, fight on your orange and blue, go, 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 on to victory, strike up the band, give him hell, rise up and yell, eagle from the, sorry, 11-yard line. Throw to Kate Otten up to the 31-yard line, first down to the Buccaneers. I just realized, like, my banjo voice like that. Like I tried to sing the song and then it went full like and like my I just no enunciation whatsoever. I was like I don't know. I don't know. From the 31-yard line, first down 10. Baker Mayfield, under center, too tight and set, going to be a play action pass, and he's going to throw across the middle and way too high for Emeka Abuka. Big boo. So, second down 10. Dobie, how did I miss the Gators firing Napier? Good for them. Not sure who was going to get to replace him. Not that I liked him anyways, but we'll see what happens. I know. It's surprising as though Napier gets fired after a win, and we don't fire Hugh after a loss. Surprising nonetheless. I never understand it. And honestly, in the game. Fascinates me. So, second down 10, get a pressure, throws, be Emeka Abuka, and he gets up to about that 37-yard line. It's going to be third down and 4. But the fact that Mississippi State had a timeout, we're like 10 yards in the field goal range, and decide, you know what we're going to do? We're going to run it. We're going to call a timeout. When you only have one timeout left, you're going to run it, call a timeout with like 24 seconds left. And then your next play is a throw. And you get picked 2. Third down and 4. Bunch to the right, drops for the pass, and an immediate flag, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. And the flag was immediate. So I feel like it's going to be either a legal shift. Oh, no, someone's oh, yeah, legal shift is what? Legal shift, penalty declined. Yep, it's going to be fourth and 4. 11:36 to go in the fourth quarter. But yeah, no, like, Billy. I mean, like, Billy at least had an 8-5 season. We ain't got that. We had 6 and 7. Why did I say 6 and 7? We did. We had 6 and 7. We had a 5 and 7, and then we're 3 and 4 right now, and we haven't fired him. Fourth and 4, shotgun formation. Got run back to his right, Baker Mayfield from the 37-ish yard line. Drops for the pass, and Ali McNeil's getting pressure over the middle, and he's going to avoid the sack and throw. And did he get it? I don't know. Initially, they're saying he's short. If anything, the fumble will be caused by the ground. Let's see here. Dobie. I wonder where Tammy is, and she'll still scream at Paul Feinbaum. Yeah, okay. Tammy is an odd bird, if I do say so myself. I don't like Paul Feinbaum. They're saying the first down. I don't like Paul Feinbaum. He's been accused of his callers being the same as the people over and over again. They pay them to do their best to make some controversy. That's what the accusation's been. But yeah, Tammy. Yeah, absolutely. I just love Tammy. Manuel, would love to start calling him that if he likes it. Don't want to disrespect a man's name like that if he don't. What? Challenge flag. Okay, we still got some time. He got it. Emmanuel, I missed it. Which one are we talking about? Are we talking about a Big Boo? Like when Rob Gronkowski said it? That's what I'm referring to, is when Rob Gronkowski said it. A Big Boo. Instead of a bit. Zoe, wait, do we all have a blue and orange team we like? I've always liked the Bears logo and color combo. The shades of blue and orange they use are nice. Emmanuel does not. Make a booga. Okay. Gotcha. Want to make sure, though. Want to be positive. Want to make sure. Um, really, I didn't hear about that. Yeah. No, really, I didn't hear. What? Wait, hold a second. About Rob Gronkowski. Yeah. So it happened on like one of those like Fox morning before the game start, and I think it happened there. Now I don't remember if it might have happened during halftime, and like all the other guys like Terry Bradshaw, Howie Longwood are like, it's a Buka. Like they're like, what are you doing? So yeah, but yeah, Mecca Egbuka. I almost said a big boo because like it's funny. But yeah, no, I mean, dude, the fact that the Bucs got a Mecca, like I want to say ticks me off. It does. But the reason why I'm so much more mad about it is because I wanted a Mecca for like 2 years now for the Panthers because he was really, really good, and he took a back seat. He took a back seat to Marvin Harrison. He took a back seat to Jeremiah Smith, and for some odd reason, I don't know why, but a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, he's not a number one wide receiver." I'm sorry. But like his route running was pristine. Pristine. And the fact that like, yeah, sure. He let Marvin Harris Jr. be the number one option. He let Jeremiah Smith be the number one option. Jeremiah Smith is probably one of the best wide receiver prospects we've seen since Jamar Chase. You know who was number two for the LSU with Jamar Chase was number one? Justin Jefferson. So yeah. The Buck got a good one with Emeka Egbuka. But yeah, like the year before, so Marvin Harrison Jr.'s senior year, not senior year, but Marvin's love. Oh wait, no, he was short. Oh, ooh, we love to see that. But yeah, I was like, oh, we could get Emeka Egbuka, and then he decided to come back, and then the Bucs got him, and you know, sometimes you win some, and sometimes you lose some. Short, and it is a first down for the Lions. 11:09 left to go in the fourth quarter. 21-9, and we are witnessing right now a possible Bucs loss. I pray for times like this. No, I'm just kidding. But we do love Bucs fall. We love to see that. Um, Emmanuel, we're having the times of our lives right now. Buccaneers, possible losing, more than likely. And then Jahmyr Gibbs, just amazing game. It's times like these when we're like, hey, life is great. Panthers are number 2 in the NFC South. I know you don't really like that there, Emmanuel, but I do. So first down 10, 11:31 left to go in this fourth quarter, 21-9. Todd Bowles like, hey man, what's going on? What's going on? I don't know. Emmanuel, I have some African friends that get their names butchered a lot, so I don't want to do it even as a joke. That's what I'm saying. To quote some Draymond Green, that means his name is Westbrook, not Westbrick. Great hate watch for the NFC South, and it's all I have to cling on to. Yeah. Like I said, I get certain like things like I can understand like you get misinterpreted. No, not misinterpreted. Mispronounced. Like, I get someone, but like Egbuka is like how it's spelled is like how it's pronounced. Gonna be like a 1 yard gain, second down 9. So I think that's the reason why like for a joke it's like how did you get it wrong so bad? Like it's Egbuka. Egbuka. So it's like one of those things where it's like, how do you get a big boo? Uh-oh. Buccaneers defender is down. Who's down? Oh, okay, it's number 5. It's Hassan Reddick. I thought it was 35. I was like, not my boy Jamel Dean. No, not Auburn. So 11:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. I was worried about drafting Gibbs because of OC turnover, but he still armed me, trucked me, and shut me the heck up. So glad I got him. So some of my predictions for the season have been, what's the word I want to say? Downright horrendous. Ravens, not even close. Colts, let's just switch them at this point. Let's just switch. Texans have been pretty close. Jaguars, not so much, but maybe if they keep on sliding, that could be close to being right. But the fact that I was right with the Lions not having that much turnover, because one, I felt pretty good about Kelvin. Kevin, I felt pretty good about Shepard, who's DC. Been there for forever. Like I said, basically was like raised up to be the next DC. I felt pretty good about it because one, you had Aiden Hutchinson come back, amazing talent. You have really, really amazing defensive linemen, hoping for more of an edge, and you kind of got that with Muhammad. And then, like I said, I was like, okay, well, let's see how their secondary does. And you still have Kirby Joseph, who's not playing right now, he's injured, and you're doing well on defense. Obviously, it could be better, but you're doing well. The offense, I was a little concerned about, but I also was like, okay, you got all the same weapons you had last year, besides Tesla taking over for Tim Patrick. Offensive line, turnover, so that's going to cause some problems. But I feel generally good enough. I was like, the weapons should be able to work it out. And it worked out way better than I even thought so. But I still thought it'd be good, but it's still like near top of the league. So pretty good. What's up there, Barker? How you doing? How you doing? We've been having a grand old time because we hate watching the Buccaneers absolutely get curb stomped by the Lions. Oh, we're back to it. Okay, I'm back to where it was. Yeah. So they're showing right now the Seattle Seahawks are warming up. Like I said, it is probably like not even 6:45 there. Well, no. Oh crap! It's like 5:45 there because it's Mountain Time. No, it's Pacific Time. It's not Mountain Time. It's Pacific Time, right? Yeah. So dadgum, that's even further. So Jared Goff going to size up the defender and is going to get like a 1-yard loss, and Nelson gets himself a sack. So 11 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter, 21-9, and third down and 10. Wow. 0 for 19 on third down and 10 plus. I mean, that's not really that wild, but still don't get a single one. So let's see the first one. Shotgun formation. Jahmyr Gibbs to his left. Bunch to the left. Drops for the pass. And is going to throw a deep ball and way overshot him. And that's going to be 0 for 20 on 10 plus third downs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think, Zoe, like, you're Mountain Time, but isn't, like, Seattle, like, on Pacific Time? Because aren't they, like, more so the same thing with, like, Alaska? Because, like, Alaska's Pacific Time, because I was there, and it was, like, I think it was 2 hours behind, like, when my parents were where in Central Time. Kick is up. The kick is, I think he missed it. Bonked it in. It hit the upright and it bonked in 24-9. Well, Baker's like, what the heck happened? It bonked, but I guess it bonked in. Let's see here. Bam. Yeah, Mont. Wow. Wow. Okay, so it hits right here, and it's like, all right, let me just go right. Yeah, we're good. Okay, barely, barely made it in. Middle of fifth inning, Mariners up 3-1. We love to see it. Let's go Mariners. Um, both their top bats homeward. Julio Rodriguez in third, and Cal Big Dumper Raleigh in the fifth. We want Cal Raleigh to win MVP. Aaron Judge already won it. Give it to Cal. So 24-9. Oh, so it is a 15-point game. Lions, just keep doing what you're doing, man. 10-18, let's go to the fourth. It's not like a team won, just this past Sunday, scoring 33 points in the fourth quarter. Just don't let that happen, and we're gonna be fine. A-okay. All right, so yes, they're in Pacific time. Okay, good. That's what I thought. So yeah, it's like, excuse me. From where I am, okay, yeah, no, it is 6:45. I was right initially. I don't know why I decided it was 05. That's not right. That's not right. Lions from 2022 to 2024, 36 wins, fourth most in the NFL. Talking about how they had to, had to get rid of both their coordinators. Let's see here. Parker, sad news. My mom boyfriend attacked her and he had a gun. It was going to kill my mom, and her boyfriend was arrested in jail tonight. Good. I'm so sorry, Parker. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so sorry, Parker. Oh my gosh. Well, oh, um, well, at least, like I said, your mom's safe because, like I said, he's arrested. I'm very sorry to hear that, Parker. I'm very sorry to hear. That's wild. That's wild. Um, yeah. Like I said, thank you for sharing that. I'm so sorry, Parker. That, like I said, we said it before many times, but like, why just the world is so the people are just that yeah. So that's a great question. Is everyone's at least okay? That's the real question. Is everyone at least still okay? That yeah. Like I said, I'm hopeful both of you are safe. I'm glad, like, say he's in jail, and like I said, hopefully he doesn't get out. Like that I just I I just I just don't know. I don't I I honestly don't understand the thought process for some people. Look, I need to stop before I say something. Like Parker, I hope you're okay. I hope your mom's okay. I hope he rots in jail. Yeah, W. Like I said, prayers up for you and your mom. Okay. The one thing is that I never understand is how anyone in their right mind can get angry to the point of trying to harm another person. I don't understand getting that level angry, and I never will. Parker, they just keeping him tonight in jail. That's the police. That's what the police say. Well, the police needs like that's that's got to be aggravated assault, right? So they should be holding him for longer than just yes, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. So how is that not more? How is it not jail time? I, how how is that not jail time? That's literally so you said you wait yeah you said uh Tactor had a gun was going to kill her. So yeah, that's aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. How is that not how how is that not longer? That's what I'm saying. No, but if somebody whose mother also had the physical abuse, watching that grow up, that is that. Yeah, I how is the police not having that more accountable? How physical abuse, gun, easy, easy that should be longer than a night. Oh, he'll just calm it down. No, I have How in the world, like that's textbook aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Parker, I agree with you. I hope they keep him in jail forever. I hope they do. That's like I said, I want to say I really don't want to say what I want to say, but mm, mm. Okay, okay, I'm good. I think I'm good. I don't understand how, as a police officer, if you're able to see something terribly has been done, that you don't step in. I understand. Like I said, I'm talking about it right now. I understand. There are certain things you can't do as a police officer, but when you can tell that something terrible has happened, you can tell when it is in the best interest to make sure that this person never gets anywhere close to them. Why is it only one? He is 60 years old, the boyfriend. That's probably what it is. They probably see this old man and they're like, "Oh, he didn't mean nothing by it." That regardless of the age, you should know that you should know there has to be something to be done. If obviously this, I don't know why you would let the fact that he might be 60 years old impact your decision. But assault is assault, no matter where it's coming from. So why in the world are you only holding a 60-year-old man 1 year in jail? When I understand that yes, he's 60 years old, and yes, he is old, but at the same exact time, you have a moral obligation to make sure to protect your citizens. So why in the world are you only holding someone who had assault with a gun for one night, even if he is 60? It does not matter. I know that technically, like I said, the game's still going on. I don't feel comfortable talking about the game right now. That yeah, like I said, Dope. Yeah, so great. I how it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like I said, sometimes like there's certain things that the certain things that happen that you just can't explain. I can't explain that. I can't explain that. Dobie, I feel the same way. I am I'm frustrated that the fact that you had to deal with that. I'm frustrated that your mom had to deal with that. I'm frustrated with the way it's being handled. So that's a really good message. That's a really good message. Like I said, I hope Parker you're able to get through this. Um, this at just I think like I just I don't have I literally have no words, and I feel bad that I don't have any words. That's the thing. I feel bad that I want to say something, but I can't. The thing is, the game's pretty much over. Um, it's like 4 minutes and change left. It's trying to run down to the Buccaneers anyway, so they're down by 15. They're not going to win this game. Um, I, 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 I really wish that I could speak, and I don't have anything. I don't. I can't. I know Zoe. I know there's not much that I can say, but like that's the kind of thing that I always do is that I try to give advice, I try to help through. I try to help people. And I feel bad that I have nothing. I usually have something I can say. I usually have something to say. And I feel like I hate the fact that I have nothing that I can say. That's why I'm upset. I mean, like about how long ago was that, Dobie? I was helping you out through a difficult time where you're talking about with your friend, and like I had stuff I could say. I like that's what I do is I help people out, and I'm upset that I can't say anything because like I said, I don't know how to form it. That's why I'm upset with myself. I shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. It's an awful thing that happened to Parker, and I'm so sorry that happened to you, Parker. And I want to help you out, so that's what I'm upset about. I literally can't say anything right now. Dobie, it's over for the Bucs, but it's not what on my mind right now with what is going on with Parker and his mom. That's what I'm saying. Emmanuel, I'm sorry that happened to you and your mom, Parker. I'm glad you feel comfortable enough to share that with us. Hope this makes your day less bad in any way it possibly can. I hope so too. Parker, I hate that you have to go through this. I hate that there's some. I hate that there's a person that was so full of hate that put you and your mom in that situation. I hate that there is police in place that don't have the wherewithal to make sure that this doesn't happen again. Because that's what I'm so freaking mad about the fact that they're only going to hold him for a freaking day. The only thing I could think of maybe would the police at least have a restraining order At least that would make some like somewhat of sense. Maybe. At the same time, that's not even remotely enough. Sometimes the world is just it's crazy, it's ugly, but the only way we get through it is trying to find the bright moments in our lives and cling on to that, and try to move on when bad things happen. You learn from it, you build upon it, you make sure there's no way. I lost it. I lost it. I thought I had something there, and I'm usually good at this. That's partially why I'm upset. I'm usually good at this. This is what I'm good at, and I can't form the words. So I'm trying my best to wrap my head around it. Parker, all I can offer you is this. I'm sorry that it happened to you. I'm sorry that it happened to your mom. And I'm sorry that things like this happen when there should be no reason that it happens at all. There's no reason for any of this stuff to happen. And a lot of times we might say that you just gotta move on. You just gotta move on. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. You're never going to fully be able to move on. But don't let this own you. Don't let the bad thing that happened in your life, the thing that you had no control over, don't let it dictate your life. In fact, let what happened to you, what happened to your mom, what unfortunately is not being changed because the police is not doing its job. Let this be for you to take it and do some good with it. Because I'm hopeful that you are a strong individual. And I'm hopeful that you can help others who have been through similar situations and help them through that. Because I've never had that experience, Parker, so I can't speak from that experience. And what I can tell you, though, is that there have been awful things that have happened in my life. But when you're able to take those awful things and when the opportunity presents itself and helping out others who are also going through the same exact things, that's when you realize, like I said, it sucks that you went through that, but then you're able to help other people who don't are not either as strong as you or is happening to them in the moment, and you're able to be there for them. Because, like I said, I've been through some. Like I said, you go through those dark moments. You go through those dark moments. You're wondering why it's happened to me. Why it's happened to me. Why it's happened to me. And then you get presented with opportunities to not share your testimony, but help out other people who are going through very similar things. And that is the only thing that I could possibly say that could be get anything out of this. Because it's right now it's awful. It is just awful. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. And the fact this kind of stuff does it infuriates me because, like I said, there is no reason. There is no reason to put anybody through that. That's the only thing. The only thing positive I can think I can try to leave you with. I can try to leave you with is trying to help others who unfortunately because it happens and it happens more than it should. Zoe, horrible things happen, but good things will still happen even after that. Things can and do get better. It doesn't always feel that way, and sometimes it takes a long time, but they do get better. It's a great point, Zoe. The game is over. 24-29, 24-9. That doesn't matter. Parker, like I said, Parker, I'm just really sorry that you had to go through that. I don't really have anything else that I can really say. Um, I hate to end the stream this way, but I don't. I unfortunately don't have really like no words are coming out. but I guess all I can really end on is this. Parker, I hope things get better. I hope your mom stays protected. I hope you stay protected. I hope he never comes anywhere near you ever again. And at the same exact time, it's weird to try to say this, but this is generally also how I feel. I hope he never near comes near you again. Near you, your mom, near anyone else to try to harm them. I hope somehow, some way, the policeman can force him to go get the help he desperately needs because there's no freaking way. There's no way that you should be so angry, so full of rage to do that to anybody. It's part of just my Christian belief that like I'm hoping that people who have problems are able to get things fixed, but I just Dobie, I hope everyone has a safe and happy night. Hope everything goes better for Parker and his mom. Hope so too. Um, with that, um, I'm going to end the stream. Parker, I hope all things go well. I'll be back Thursday. And I hope, Parker, that you're back on Thursday and you can let us know that hopefully things have gotten better. I'll see you on the next one.